Slowly does it, mate.
Pineal Malapa.
Alright, I think we're on. Maybe yes, no?
Oh?
Yes, no, maybe so.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Yay! We are live. What's
my
good?
God.
There
What's
he is.
going on, internet?
There's the back of your head.
Oh, let me see.
Ow.
Oh, was that loud?
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, he's doing a heart with his hands.
Back shot.
Aww.
That's the shot.
Do not call
Enjoy.
that a back shot.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Enjoy the back shot. Okay, so
Been a minute, Maru. How you feeling?
I've been okay. I've been working. I've been
sad and lonely. Sad and lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The missus, the baby, everybody out of the house.
Has your wank graph just gone up like
tenfold?
Yep.
Yeah. Got myself a new sex toy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm all cozied up.
Are you a righty or a lefty guy?
I am. I like to keep things balanced.
Oh,
yeah.
What? Sorry, I don't know why I'm so shocked about that.
Why?
Yeah, what were you expecting? Why did she get so shocked?
I don't know, righty?
Alright.
I thought everybody was one or the other.
Because I don't want to develop a hook, you know? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
do you do it that much?
Hi, Tati.
Hi, Tati.
I feel like you're a grown adult now. You know, I feel like you're not growing.
Oh, right,
anymore.
yeah. Your body's not adapting to the environment anymore.
I mean,
That's
if you
true.
put a square-shaped helmet on your head, might go square, but
that's true.
That'd be funny, actually.
The time to dick on this podcast was immediate. That was so quick. That was,
the first thing we talked about.
We need to balance it out with like science and technology. Do we know anything about science and technology? What's happening? Have they found the aliens yet? I feel like that was a big. I feel like that was a big thing for a while, wasn't it? Like the aliens and the U.S. government releasing all their information about aliens, but nothing
What the fuck
came
is
of
this
it.
country?
Yeah, that was a thing, huh? For a while. Like one thing after another.
It was, yeah. I was excited for it, but I watched that Lemino video, of him talking about all the released files that came out, but nothing ever came of it. It's kind of disappointing.
Stuff that came out, it's like most of the videos of like proof of aliens and, you know, people chasing after these creatures are often, for some reason, it's like 240p, 360p. I don't know why the resolution degrades when they start recording. It's always the low resolution videos.
You know what's crazy? Is there's like countless amount of alien sightings or ghost sighting videos on YouTube. And I reckon some of them are probably genuine. Like, I don't know what I saw and here I caught it on video. But there's no way to tell, and it's so convoluted with all the fake shit. We'll just never know. Like, I wonder if any of it is real.
Do you believe that intelligent aliens have visited the world before? Or...
You know what I believe? And I talked about this like long time ago, but I'm gonna say it again. I think whatever alien that we have spotted that are actually real are actually humankind from the future.
Ooh.
Do you think time travel exists?
I think eventually. Yeah, eventually.
So you don't think we're on the first go around then?
First go around. What do you mean?
Like, we haven't invented time travel yet.
Yeah.
In this timeline.
Yeah.
So how is there if we're in the first timeline, then there's no future yet, and it's all determined by us.
Right.
Isn't that the theory?
See, the way I look at it, I think once you invent a time traveling machine that carries you over to the past or the future, etc., I think you can only go to the future, and not. Maybe you could go to the past, but you don't want to because you might uninvent the time traveling machine.
Oh, maybe that's what's happened. Maybe we're never gonna get it because someone uninvented it.
So, do you believe if time travel was actually? Do you think if time travel actually happened? Do you think it would be in the multi-dimensional time travel, like as soon as you time travel, a new timeline is created, right? Like the new Star Trek movies version, where Spock came back to the past, and there was just a new dimension.
Spoilers.
Oh, okay. And it's like a 10-year-old movie. But then there's like the Looper version, like in Looper. Have you ever seen that? Where they would send people back to the past to get killed.
Right.
Like the people in the future would send people back to the past to get murdered by their assassin guys. And
what was that movie where they sent like the stupidest people to the future, but everybody in the future was really dumb?
Idiocracy.
The smartest ones.
Idiocracy. It's a great movie.
Have you ever seen that movie, Mario?
No, never heard of it.
You need to watch it.
Oh, it's so actually.
It's such dad humor.
I think you would actually like it. You don't even say that. I was gonna say I think you would actually like it. Now it's not.
Okay. Idiocracy, is it?
Yeah, it's Luke Wilson and what's the bird's name? What's her name? I can't remember. She's in Adam Sandler movies. Like she's one of she was in Grown Ups, I think. It's like one of the wives from Grown Ups. She's the main female.
Right.
Main female. What a status title.
2006.
Yeah, that's a great movie. It's about a guy who goes to the future. But no, it's about two people who are put in like little time capsules and frozen, and then they wake up in the future and everybody's super stupid. And they were like basic people, but now they're the smartest people in the world by a long shot.
Right.
And their trials and tribulations of that.
You know what? That might be very real. Like with the way AI is going. We'll probably become dependent.
About it. All these iPhones these kids have.
You know, stop me if this gets too real, but are you worried about that with your kid? Like, do you think your kid is going to like because you have a kid, we don't have any kid yet, right? So right? If once we have kid though, I'll immediately be worried to be like, oh crap, their future is going to get destroyed by global warming and just people being stupid.
What were your parents worried about when you were growing up? Oh, for you, sorry.
Our parent, my parents grew up.
I know exactly what your parents were worried about.
What?
What you were weirdly aware of as a child.
What was I worried about?
Creeps.
Oh, yeah, that's all my parents really worried about. They didn't worry about the future.
They suspected about everybody who wanted to go near their kids. Fuck them, they're creeps.
Stranger danger is a real thing.
I mean, it kept you safe.
Yeah, there's a lot more creeps in America, I feel like.
I feel that way too.
Yeah.
We went out today and we walked past the car that was parked in front of our car, and there was just a dude with his feet on the dashboard, just like laying there in his car.
He was chilling in the sun. It was a really nice day today.
Did you see all the trash in his thing? And he lives in that car.
You don't know that.
Which is fine. Live in your car. I want to do that myself, but
living in a car is great. She seems very judgmental about this.
It was scary.
Status.
I had to walk past him.
You can see the contrast with, the way both of you were raised. Right? One side was shielded from all the evils, and then it grew up, positively thinking about other people, whereas the other is just paranoid about everything.
I think who do you think's paranoid about everything?
I think Flakes is.
That's kind of interesting, actually, because you grew up without your parent was the opposite. My parents were super paranoid of everybody, and yours like let you go walk to school at 10.
No, she didn't.
How old were you when you walked to school?
Like 14.
Really?
And I lived around the corner from it.
Oh, okay. So maybe we were both sheltered.
Yeah, I was definitely sheltered.
Were you a latchkey kid, Mario?
Well, my generation's obviously different, right? Like I'm like. What?
You're like 10 years older than
us.
Yeah,
10 years old. Yeah, it's so different, especially in Japan too, because it was like the safest country ever, right?
Are you millennial?
Yes. Yeah.
Ew, I'm with friends.
You're...
I'm so anti-millennial. The only good millennial is Ariana Grande. And even then...
She's a millennial?
Yeah, she's 30.
What are you...
She's around my age? What? I thought she was like way younger than me.
She appeals to our generation, but she's your age, yeah.
What? Okay. Go ahead,
Where were you born?
Me,
94?
93, yeah.
Damn, I was really close.
Man, I thought 89. I don't know how to do maths.
Yeah, so you're almost exact. You're like 9 years old.
I'm not from the 80s, no. Yeah. At the time in Japan, when I was growing up, like it was before 2000, Yeah, you could just hang out like as a 5-year-old, just go out to the park and then play and then go home without any creeps just creeping around.
Do you think there's more creeps these days?
I think they're a lot more active. I don't know about the numbers, but probably because we're a growing population, we'll probably have more now.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, like you said about the Japan thing, it was Japan and not
Yeah, it was
America.
Japan. True. Yeah.
England's pretty safe, as far as I'm concerned.
I felt really safe in England. I remember as soon as I got off the plane and I got to that country, I was like, wow, I feel like I can talk to a homeless person. I'm not gonna worry about them jumping me or something. Because I here in America, it's all right. There's a lot of homeless people in the city we live in, and I give money to a few of them that have been nice, and don't like throw shit at my car.
There's this guy we call Legs. It's kind of an offensive name about it.
Well, because he's got messed up legs. So
he's like an army vet. And he like stands there in pain with his legs all messed up and bent the wrong way.
Yeah, so if I give
such a high school nickname.
I'll give him some money.
So he's called
It's pretty mean, actually. Yeah, because I pointed it out. I was just like, "Oh, look at legs over there," and I just said it, and Georgia caught onto it, and she was just like, "Oh, legs."
I just thought it was a really cute name, but I realized it is probably hurtful. And he probably wouldn't like it. Yeah. But a couple of weeks ago, he showed up and he was like all freshly groomed, like he had a place to stay for a couple of days. It was like, hell yeah, Legs.
A YouTuber visited them.
Yeah, probably. Or we got like some community housing situation and had like a nice shower.
Oh yeah.
But then he was back on his corner and it sucks. But...
Oh.
Do you got a lot of homeless people around where you are?
We get them, but sometimes I wonder because some of them aren't actually homeless. They're just there to beg, and they make a lot of money too.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the thing here too, isn't it? With like, you have like the ladies with all their kids to guilt people into giving them money, and they're just doing it for the money.
Yep, they see that a lot.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Homeless, I feel that's the most visually disappointing part about this country is just the fact that there's so many people without homes, and it sucks in this country. Like, why don't we have a president that just builds like 600 rehabs in each fucking state, and then say you can stay there for free if you get off drugs and all this shit?
Honestly, just send them to buttfuck Texas.
There's so much space in this country. Yeah, there's just so much. Just give everybody an acre of land.
Just build some wells.
Socialism, mate.
And some like nicely insulated shacks.
In an ideal
How lovely.
world.
Send them all to a shack.
We got off on a lot of tangents. What were we originally talking? I felt like every single conversation led into the next one.
It's so good. This is the way it should be.
Uh-huh.
Mind the cables with your tootsies.
Uh-huh. Should we talk about topics of anything? What do we got? You got your green card. No, you didn't get your green card. You got your...
Green card?
My work permit.
Georgia got her work permit, so she can work in this country now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which is nice. While she waits for her green card application to go through.
What I'm excited about is I need to buy a card wallet to put all my cards in because I don't have cards again like an adult. So I get to buy a new wallet.
She's gonna be able to get her driver's license.
Yep.
And a bank account of her own, so she doesn't have to use my card and everything like that.
Yep.
Which means that she's gonna be able to go out and not have to worry about rely on either Apple Pay or cash because some places only work with cards.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yep.
I hate that. When you go to a place and they don't take cash, it doesn't make any sense.
That's the thing I miss most about England. Every random street corner, obscure restaurant, like our favorite Polish restaurant that had like probably like 3 customers a day, they took Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Everybody did Apple Pay, and it's just not a thing here.
No, yeah.
What's that, mate?
This country is really behind on.
Mm-hmm.
It's
and the non-instant transfers with banks.
Oh yeah, banking.
If you want it instant, you have to pay extra.
Banking in America is so
really
difficult. Banking in America is so difficult. You can't send money to another person.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you use for most banks in America, you have to use a third-party app like Zelle or
Cash App.
That's why. Okay. That's why everybody in America is always talking about like Cash App and Venmo and.
Venmo is a huge one. That's the one most people use, which is owned by PayPal, by the way. Venmo is PayPal. It's just
Oh my God, Zelle me.
If PayPal bought Venmo because Venmo is the cool PayPal. That's what it works good. But,
didn't Elon Musk invent PayPal?
Yep, he was one of the guys who invented it. Yeah, he didn't do he didn't do the bulk of the work. I don't believe though.
Do you guys remember when Elon Musk was cool?
Yeah, the positive publicity, at the time.
Here's the thing. I think it was positive words. I think it was positive publicity, but I think it was more he just wasn't talking as much. I think the things he was talking about were like cool things, like I want to go to Mars, I want to build self-driving cars,
I'm going to shoot a Tesla into space. And he's like, well, that's kind of wasteful and insane.
Tesla definitely made him look good at the time.
Yeah, and then he starts like being like, oh, I don't like trans people, and this person sucks, and this person's a pedophile, and and they start talking, and now he's the worst.
Yeah,
and he's the richest guy in the world. That's what happened over COVID. He gained so much money over COVID. That's crazy. Like in the past 4 years, he's gained tens of billions of dollars.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Asperger's?
What?
Okay, that's a little bit out of left field.
No. Elon has Asperger's.
Do you think?
No, he didn't he admit this in one of the one of the talks that he was doing in a show? I forgot.
Admit it like it's a deep dark secret.
He just came out with it. He just came out with it, Kay. Yeah, so Asperger's is an autism, right? Something to do with it's high functioning, I think, and
I think it depends. I think everything. It just depends, right?
My older cousin has it.
Yeah, and he
maybe, I don't know. I've not seen him much lately, but he has a job. He drives. I don't think he lives by himself, but
he just thinks a little bit different.
He has relationships and stuff. Yeah. He's just a bit loud and youthful, I think. That's the only difference.
Yeah. Just Sheldon from Big Bang Theory. You love him anyway. But he's...
Maybe. I've not seen him in a while.
Yeah.
So what do we hate about Elon? That's what I wonder sometimes. We're so sensitive to people with disabilities and mental illness and etc. But for some reason, once they have everything, like money, they become fair game.
I don't like him because he has so much money that he can actually affect laws and things like that in America. He really can if he wanted to, support certain senators and certain this person and put people into power and donate money to them.
He could also build towns and charities and shit.
Yeah, and he's very much of a dickhead. It seems like. I mean, I don't know. Mm-hmm. When he talks about any kind of right wing topics that he likes to talk about and how he likes Trump and shit like that.
I mean, personally, all I don't like about him is his politics. I think it's super disappointing. But I feel like as soon as someone gets a little bit of money, and I watched it happen with a YouTuber that I watched, and I watched them when they were quite small and they got bigger. And suddenly their politics changed a little bit more right wing because right wing benefits those with money. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a natural course of events, but that really does. I think that's what I dislike about him. His politics. That's it.
Yeah, I get that. So. Yeah, I don't think I have a strong opinion on Elon. I don't think I can.
He also owns Twitter.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Now,
you mean X?
People now have a name and a face to point blame to when their favorite social media platform goes wrong. Remember that lady, the CEO of YouTube? I don't remember her name.
Samantha.
Susan
Schwartz.
Susan Wojcicki.
I dropped my letter.
Susan Wojcicki. She probably got so much hate back when she was public about being the leader of YouTube, basically. And I feel like that was a mistake to put a face and a name behind it because that just subjects that person to way too much shit.
But that is the YouTube's branding at the time, right? Presenting yourself. So if the CEO isn't doing that, then it becomes another faceless company, a social media company. So I think that's what she wanted to change at the time, and then she also forgot that maybe she's not used to receiving a lot of people's comments.
Yeah. To me, that also sounds like YouTube trying to run away from what it is, which is a big faceless company. It's just like everything else.
I think they fumbled the bag when they lost Twitch to Amazon. They were about to. I don't know.
What? Did they ever have Twitch?
No, they were about to buy Twitch.
They were like in a bidding war?
They were in a bidding war with Amazon, but they got nickel and dimes. And Amazon came in the last second and bought Twitch for $930 million.
Honestly, I feel like that was a loss for Twitch as well. If Twitch was associated with YouTube, I feel like it would be much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
If Twitch became integrated into YouTube and they were like two platforms that, I think that would have been so much better for everything.
I mean, YouTube works really well at what it does, and Twitch is now failing.
Is monopolization a bad thing?
I was just thinking about that.
Right? Like it is a company that runs everything and owns all of the media. But if they do a good job and everybody likes them, is that a bad thing?
It really
starts to get into like.
It really depends on the mood of whoever's running that company, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because
you have to ask yourself, who runs the company? Does YouTube run the YouTube, or do the people who watch YouTube run YouTube?
Companies run by money.
Yeah, and the people are the money.
Yeah.
I mean, when people want something to change on YouTube, besides them getting rid of likes or dislikes, I mean, I would say I haven't seen anything they've done that's really caused a lot of outcry to the company.
I feel like people were upset about that for no reason. Like, I can't tell James Charles how much I hate him anymore.
I was just mostly disappointed for the Neutral Planet YouTube video. Do you know that one?
No.
What's that?
It's like the Neutral YouTube video where it's the clip from Futurama that says that's the Neutral Planet that votes. They say I have no strong opinion one way or another. And so they don't vote on anything, and then the likes and dislikes on that video are like even to like down to like 100, and it's like at 200,000 likes, 200,000 dislikes, but it's even. Now you can't see that. So,
well, rest in peace to that.
Anyway,
okay.
Internet history.
So Kate Middleton's a robot.
I was gonna go over Neuralink, but we've already talked about Elon Musk.
What is Neuralink?
Oh man, Neuralink.
Is it like Starlink? I like Starlink. It's cool.
It's a chip.
Yeah, it's a thing that you put on your skull.
Yeah.
And then you get the control keyboard and mouse with your brain.
Hold on a minute. Tappy warned us about this.
They tested it on mice and animals and shit like that, and they said it only killed like 20% of them. So they're testing it on a human now.
Mm-hmm.
And the human's got this chip in their head.
Wait, what does it do?
It makes it so they can control a computer screen with their mind. Like, imagine right here, without touching the computer, we're sitting down and we're looking at the screen, and we can click on mute Maru.
You know,
tap them in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Are people forgetting about Stephen Hawking?
I know, he would have loved it.
He controlled everything with his eyes.
Yeah, that would have been nice for people like that. Yeah.
You know, oh my god, you know Wall-E? And when he gets up to the spaceship and sees all the humans and they're all obese on their floating wheelchairs.
Wall-E.
If we don't even have to lift a finger to click on an app, that's what we're gonna be.
The world is just gonna become like the Matrix, where everybody's plugged into a computer version of themselves and living their best life as a.
Our phones are gonna be satellites orbiting us because we're so fucking big.
We're gonna be on those Apple goggles thing, but it's in your eyes, you know.
The Vision Pros. Yeah. I thought people were shitting on those. I thought they were actually pretty cool. Did you know that a woman, a doctor, wore them during they were worn during surgery?
Oh yeah.
On somebody.
I get that. It's just when you walk around on the street and you're wearing this stupid helmet, right? You're just asking to get robbed.
Okay, yes. But are you saying it looks rich, or are you saying it looks goofy?
It looks goofy. It really looks goofy.
Everything looks goofy at first, TVs looked goofy at first.
Mario, are you the kind of person that doesn't wear a helmet when riding a bike?
Yeah.
I grew up that way.
Like it.
I did too.
Wow.
I did too, but I'm also.
What scars you have in your head, man?
Yeah, I've hit my head a lot, so I'm wearing a helmet now.
Yeah, I don't know. If it looked better, maybe if it looked like a phone screen glass thing in front of your eyes or something. If it looks less bulky, maybe. Because right now it looks like you're about to go diving.
I'm sure, but it's what it is, right? Is alternate reality. It's AR, right? It's not VR. It's. I think alternate reality is really cool. I think it's really smart, and I like the Apple Vision Pros. I don't care that they're goofy. I want some.
For its function or for the way it looks?
For its. What do you mean for the way it looks?
Okay. So right now, if it's on the scale, right, the functionality is being outweighed by the way it looks for me. Thus,
Really?
I will not wear it. Yeah. Because it looks heavy, right? I don't care about neck pains, but I also I do care about being flexible when using it, like not losing the function of my neck if I were to turn quickly or stuff like that.
So let me ask. Okay, are you waiting for it to get down to sunglasses level, like Google Glass?
Yes, I think I would love that.
But they've okay. You're waiting for that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too far off.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna be waiting for the contact lens like in Black Mirror, that you have a computer in your eye at all times. I think if you're waiting for that, that's gonna be a little too long. But
all right, I can
see us getting that way.
Before we continue dragging this on, Peach did ask a really important question. Hi, Peach. Since the girl seat is taken on the avatar photo, which one of us should be the minority here on the avatar photo? Would you like the honor of blackfacing or?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh dude, you think I'm fucking Goku over there? No, that's you.
Uh-huh.
No, I am definitely the cool guy in the middle.
Right. So yeah, there you go, Peach. There's
100%.
Are you sure though? Because the one on the left has purple shoes.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
But the one on the right has matching shoes with the girl.
True.
That's cringe.
We both have Doc Martens and we've worn them out together, at the same time. So we've been.
Are just a lot of bots joining your stream, or are these real people?
Well, what? What's the question?
I think it's.
Drap, Snat, Mark, Zink, Tarsai.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Now I'm seeing it. It's blocked off on my end.
Dave.
I think it's a mixture of it.
And, okay, 00_Alyssa, but also later 00_Aaliyah.
Yeah, I think they're bots.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Donk7, real person though.
Yeah, very much a Twitch chat thing. It's very common. Yeah.
Do you think it's harder to it's harder to grow online now, isn't it? I'm sure.
It depends.
I feel like 10 years ago, or not 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, you could get on Twitch and become a streamer if you really put your hours into it. You probably could do it.
When it's a small platform, I think that's how I got big on You Now at the time. Yeah, I had this one promotional event that I accidentally entered, and then I got promoted there. Then I gained a lot of viewers there when that was happening, but that was because there wasn't much competition around the time when I'm streaming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody else streaming on You Now is just 8 years old and being like, "Hi guys," and then they would put down the phone and walk away for 2 hours.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Excuse me.
There were maybe 3 or 4 streamers, but they all seem to stream around their daytime.
I remember the girl that did yoga and would wear yoga pants.
Oh yeah,
that'll get it. That'll do it.
That's all I remember though.
So our most recent new. Oh wait, no.
What?
I don't know what to talk about.
That's okay. You can start a topic and then back out.
No, it's somebody else start a topic.
Okay. TikTok ban?
Oh, I was gonna talk about. I was gonna say something. I was gonna lead into that, but I didn't want to say anything. I was gonna say the most recent social media is TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna wonder when there's another when we're gonna have our next social media that's gonna become big in America and in the world. But we should talk about the TikTok thing.
Yeah.
It passed the House I think it passed the House, right?
I don't know.
The House of Representatives in America.
This is all America shit. This is your territory.
Yeah. I think there's one more step, right? One more step of
it either passed the House and has to get past the Senate, or it passed the Senate and has to get past the House. I can't remember which one. I think it passed the House.
Yeah.
And it needs to get past the Senate. And then it's just down to basically if the president wants to veto it, which he can, or if not. But it's kind of like, once it passes all of this judiciary fucking voting, then it
tic-tac-toe, dude. Tic-tac-toe.
The president kind of has to say yes.
Uh-huh. Oh man, Nancy Pelosi, right? She's the one that said tic-tac-toe. Oh, I laughed hard at that.
Oh, did she?
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No, I fell off of politics. I really did.
She's
I used to care. It sucks. This country is just filled with morons who are trying to ban TikTok because Chinese people. It's what they want to do is they want to ban TikTok because it's owned by a Chinese company, not run by a Chinese guy, but owned by a Chinese company that can monitor and survey and has the ability to surveillance. What's the word I'm looking for? Surveil. Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Fucking know.
They can look at what Americans do. They can monitor what people do on TikTok in America. America and the Senate and the House and all that. The government is trying to make it so that TikTok has to sell to an American company so that America can monitor it. So they're basically saying, you can't look at our citizens, but we can. And if that happens, that's just stupid.
TikTok is still owned by China? Like CEO now is Singaporean, right?
Yeah, CEO is, yeah.
But the company itself is Chinese.
We were talking about this earlier, and we were wondering, like, are they just that racist? They don't really give a shit.
No, I feel like they're really trying to make it look like China owns TikTok. But to me, it seems like... Wait, hold on. Let me do a quick Google. Because I don't know what I'm talking about. ByteDance. Right now. ByteDance, right?
Yeah, ByteDance, the Chinese tech giant that owns TikTok. Yeah, that's what.
Chinese internet technology company headquartered in Beijing, incorporated. Wait, so who currently... TikTok is owned by... Yeah, ByteDance. So I guess it is a Chinese company, yeah.
So who's the Singaporean guy that they
CEO. I know he's the CEO. Like
is he the CEO of TikTok then?
Yeah, he keeps getting summoned in court.
Right. he must be the CEO of TikTok and not the CEO of ByteDance.
Yeah. The company itself is Chinese. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? About a company, a government basically saying that other companies can't own what people do on their phones in this country? Like they can. I
think to me, it's very fair. Because of the way China behaves when it comes to like outside information to their own people. So if America does a mirroring of what China's doing to China, then I feel like it does make sense. Like, okay, that's fair. That's what it feels like. It's just why did they let it get so far? Is what I think about sometimes. Why did they let it get so big? To the point where it's like one of the major social media that a lot of people uses in their own country, which is America.
What do you mean by that? Why did the government let this?
If they cared about like an app stealing information from your own country, then why didn't they nip it in the bud?
I think because I think a majority of the country is run by old hags who didn't know about TikTok until it was too late. Until TikTok became one of the most popular, and then at that point they're like, "Why would I ban?" It's like stuff they just don't talk about. It's the China aspect that gets into it. You know, that's why when they bring up, oh, China is one of America's enemies, so we have to not let them see what we do.
But I do wonder sometimes, because like, if the fear was there earlier, then I feel like a lot of like many different departments in the government would have started moving once like Musically was bought by ByteDance and turned into TikTok. I don't know. They allow like small Chinese businesses and companies to like develop these apps, but once it gets too big, then they start saying something.
Well, here's the thing. Why would they shut? Why they should? I don't think they should be able to shut down TikTok in America and force them to sell. That seems like that's a weird thing that they're trying to do, because it's a freedom of speech thing. I feel like.
I see a few reasons in that. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but I think it's just ridiculous that they're trying to tell another country that they can't own a company that operates in the Americas. Like, what does that mean? How does that?
I think the reasoning sucks. Like the reason for why, like they're saying that they need to either ban TikTok or make them sell to a different company. It makes them look really bad. It makes them look really, from my perspective, greedy. Because what they're doing is they're trying to make them sell sell the social media app to a Western influenced countries, right?
Right.
Yeah. It helps their economy.
Yeah. It's like bullying into...
Yeah, it's bullying lunch money out of China. Is how I see it.
Maybe Elon should buy it.
You made him choke.
Sorry. I didn't expect that.
That was your choice.
Uh-huh.
I didn't make you do anything. Yeah, maybe Elon should buy it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he already fucked up Twitter. Why not TikTok as well?
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg has Instagram and Facebook. It's fair game, right?
Oh my gosh, if Jeffrey Bezos bought TikTok...
Oh my god, he can revive Twitch again.
Hell yeah.
Tried. Yeah. I don't think they should. I understand why they're doing it. I understand why they don't want a foreign enemy surveilling the people and looking into all of their searches and copying all their shit.
Like, I feel like you don't need an app for that. Is how I feel sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
You do?
Yeah, because you download the software onto your phone, and you click accept terms and accept.
And then they watch you through your webcam.
Well, yeah, they can copy all your.
They listen to your phone calls. They read your texts.
Well, yeah. And America is upset that they are not the only ones that can be able to do this.
Yeah.
Right now.
Honestly, as long as they don't shut down Discord, I'm fine. Because I feel like a lot of these friendships we have on here are solely reliant on Discord.
True. Once Discord is gone.
No.
Like, there's no way we're getting Nora to move over to WhatsApp,
No, we can get
WhatsApp.
To, I don't know.
We can get her move over to something else, I'm sure.
We're already out of an idea of where to go. It's hopeless.
Instagram Messenger?
I hate that.
Threads?
I miss the old Threads where it's just Instagram DMs in an app.
Yeah, that was cool.
So I could have the Instagram notifications off, but the Threads notifications on. So all I got was message notifications. It was genius. I loved it.
Well, it's the Facebook Messenger thing. That's the same thing as the Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
I never used Threads. Never touched it.
I never used the new Threads. I downloaded it. I never opened it. I don't know if I deleted it yet.
Oh god, I am old. Like, I can't keep up with like new apps. I really don't give a shit.
What do you think the next social media will be? Because
the next one.
Do you think it'll be another vertical scrolling app like Reels, like TikTok?
Oh, I reckon America would make its own TikTok. Well, if TikTok did get banned.
Yeah, I'm sure. No, Instagram Reels would just went over.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think a new TikTok would be made.
YouTube Shorts is like picking its pace up. It's just sometimes I feel like YouTube is a little too like they're trying to do everything, so it makes it look very crowded. Like it's congested.
I don't know why they have everything on the same app.
Yeah.
If they had a Shorts app, that might work.
If
because
you just make a YouTube Shorts app.
Sometimes I open my YouTube app and it'll immediately put me onto the Shorts tab. And if I try to search something in the tab, because the search bar is at the top, if I try to search something, it'll only show me Shorts. And that's like the worst thing. And also, YouTube needs to fix their algorithm. I know people always say this, but I like look up the most obscure things, and I get the most obscene videos that you think would not be on YouTube.
Oh, I haven't.
Like graphic videos.
I haven't looked at those yet.
I wish it was tits. It's not. It's like animals eating animals and shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. That's education.
Yeah.
That's educational.
Yeah, it's educational. Like the butt waxing.
Real.
Yeah.
Well, there's people giving birth on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
There's loads. It's all educational if they want to be.
I remember when I was younger, I watched a vaginal exam on YouTube.
Fucking Christ.
Anything
I didn't
goes.
have to delete search history.
That's a toughie.
Anything goes if it's titled right.
Yeah. Like tribal titties, like African tribal titties, you always get away with that one.
Yeah.
That's easy. I mean, you put up a video
African
title
tribal titties. I cannot believe you said that.
Just put up a video titled African tribal titties. I don't think that's illegal. Anyway, if YouTube made a bunch of different apps like YouTube Live, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Video.
Yeah, a YouTube Live app would be really good too.
Right. Yeah.
Because then you can browse live streams.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no other way to do that.
Yeah, true.
Right now it's stupid.
Why would they introduce like a live streaming like tech but don't have the like a platform for it?
I scrolled for like 20 seconds along the top and there's like I can like go through history or camping or aquascaping. This is exposing me. And there's a live option.
Oh.
And here's the bald eagles whose eggs did not hatch.
My mom. I love my mom. I was calling her up one day and she was telling me about, and I heard in the background just like a squawk, and I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? And she's just like, oh, I'm watching the bald eagle cam. Have you seen it? And I'm like, what? No. And she's like, it's a camera of Big Bear National Park or something like that in America. 24-hour
live stream of this bald eagle nest.
And she's like, it's hatching season, and they're because they have 3 eggs, and she's like, they're gonna hatch, and she's watching that on like volume all the way up as her ASMR all day long.
24/7
on her big TV at home, and she's loving it. And
she makes me watch it.
Well, yeah,
which I really appreciate because I love animals.
Yeah, that's what she thought. She wasn't trying to make you watch it. She recommended it.
I phrased that badly. I love that she made me watch it.
But the eggs died.
But the eggs didn't hatch.
Oh no.
They sat on them for a long time, and there's like a lot of sad I was talking to my mom, like, and she was like, the eggs aren't hatching. She's like, I don't think they're gonna hatch. And then she was like, she watches them whenever like the birds jump up.
Yeah.
And I remember she was watching this one and she was telling me about how both the mama bird and the dad bird were like looking at the eggs all like, and she's like, they're so sad. Oh no. She's like getting all sad, and I was like, all right, mom.
I love it.
Maybe turn it off.
The live feed comments are all people exactly like her. So like, oh, I have to go pick up my kids from school. Anybody let me know what happens.
These eagles of community.
That's so huge. Dude, they got lots of fucking viewers.
They have a community of housewives.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow. There's everybody for everything.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Cool.
So all in all, America and China bad. I think that's what we've agreed on.
Yeah.
Country's bad, and TikTok is also bad. But why ban it?
I would visit China.
I'd visit anywhere. I want to visit everywhere. I wish I could go everywhere.
Was it in China where there was that whole city that was in like within one like massive building?
Sorry.
Which... Yeah, there was like this. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. It's come up on my TikTok several times. It's like this. It's been bulldozed down now because it was dangerous, and they had like the government couldn't control anybody in there because there were too many people and it was too crowded.
Biodome. Super
yes.
city.
Haigoro. But it was that city. I believe it was in China, and it was just they were just. I don't know how to describe it. If you don't know, then you don't know. So.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't know,
It's not like I'm that knowledgeable anyway.
Georgia 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Well done. When are you gonna change your name?
Me?
Yeah. Get my last name. She still has her
old City. Demolished in 1994.
In Hong
I
Kong.
don't know. Oh, it's Hong Kong.
That explains why they destroyed it.
33,000 people lived within the space of one city block.
Oh, dude.
You would visit Hong Kong.
I would love to. I want to visit everywhere.
They understand English.
I would love to go to a bunch of different Asian countries, and just try the food. That's all. That's the only reason I want to. I'm a fat ass. That's the only reason I want to travel. Is just
Me
to
too.
try
Tell me about the food.
I want to try the different food, and I want to meet different people.
So what were you bringing up unnecessarily about me changing my name?
I don't know. I was trying to change the topic. I'm just trying to change.
Actually, I want to talk about that. I think that's an interesting topic, right? So, changing names for like the female side. What is the opinion? Like, you think it's okay? You think it's like normal? You think it's appropriate?
I think it's okay. I think the smart thing to do would be to. I'm gonna give my opinion on this, obviously, because I'm the one who's gonna talk.
Go.
I feel like I cut her off. I looked over at her and she had like a voice about. She was about to say something.
I was about to talk, but you can talk.
No, you go ahead.
Okay, he sunk down in his chair. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it doesn't matter either way, you know, and either person can change their name. You know, say like the husband has a really traumatic history with his surname or something. He can change his to his wife's name, you know, who gives a shit. But for me, I feel like, what? I'm still talking. What are you saying?
Just let him talk then. Let him talk. You're probably going to remember what you wanted to say, right?
I'm sorry. He's scrolling Instagram Reels.
Oh, look at that. That's a cute puppy.
I'm gonna change my name. For me, it makes me feel more like I'm part of his family.
Right.
That and the fact I don't really have an attachment to my name, and my dad's dad, who has the same name as me, surname, is a piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really want to be associated with that part of the family. My dad's fine, but everybody else is just kind of bad. But the only reason I haven't is because I thought it would complicate my green card process, because then my name would not match my passport.
Right. Okay.
So, but when we got married, I did tick the box that was like, I would also like to go by a different surname. It just didn't mean anything legally.
Right.
I think.
Go on.
I think people should just do the thing that my parents did, and they both changed their name to something new.
They changed the name together
To something new. Yeah. My oldest brother, my second oldest brother is actually the first of the family with that name, because they changed his name when he was born. They gave him his full name, and his last name was different from both of my parents' names.
Yeah.
And then they went to the courts and changed their names. I think that's the cool way to do it. Very pro woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want her to change her name so that it sounds like I own her, and then I can be like, oh, nah, mine.
You actually wanted to get rid of. You wanted to drop your surname, didn't you, and just have it be.
I just wanted. My middle name's Oliver, and my first name's Hazen. I thought Hazen Oliver sounds a lot better than my current last name.
However, my point is that your first and second name are supposed to sound good together. Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
The third name is just tacking on the end.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to be Georgia Oliver.
I gotta be shit.
Wait, so right now your last name is the one that your parents came up with for themselves?
Themselves, and it's a name. It's not the name my dad was. It's like a name from my dad's family back, pretty far back.
Okay, yeah.
And it wasn't his last name when he had.
So he just changed it, and then you were born. Then you took on that last name.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, now I'm up to speed. Yeah, go ahead, Flakes. What were you saying?
I don't know.
Speed.
Something about
Has
Oliver.
McLovin.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Peach said has McLovin.
My head hurts.
Right. Yeah. I didn't ask Jelly to change her last name, so she's not a Mrs. Nakada, but she's still married to me, right? Like my opinion is, I feel like your full name is your identity, and each time a person gets married and have to change their name, I feel like you're kind of removing that part of yourself, and I don't know. Like, I love everything about my wife, including her last name. I don't want to get rid of that.
Aww.
So that's why I decided, well, but we decided to like.
That's why you decided
keep
for
the name
your
still.
wife to give her the freedom to keep her name.
Another probably controversial thing is my baby is a Nakada, but next one is going to be wife's surname.
I like that. That makes it easier if you guys divorce.
Yeah.
Know which ones you get.
I get to keep the pretty one.
Yeah, I tell you now, you get the cute one.
Right.
You're gonna hit those odds twice. There's no way.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. The second one is going to have a different last name from mine.
Would you be upset if you only had girls?
Not really.
No.
I feel like I'll be a little disappointed. You know, I like to keep a variety of experience, right? And I've already experienced having a girl, but I feel like that doesn't really change much.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I bet it'll change, I'm sure, when they're...
What are you guys' plans on babies?
Oh,
I'm sure we talked about this before on the podcast.
Did ya?
We'll have babies eventually.
Yeah, but boy, girl, like you care about that kind of stuff?
Oh,
we aren't.
I want like 15, so it won't matter at that point.
Whoa.
So-
A litter. Uh-huh.
Honestly, I go back and forth. I'm like, just one would be fine. So 8 would be great. But then I think about how expensive they are, and it's like, maybe none.
I think we need at least like 2 for a band, and then we can have like a 4-person band.
Yeah.
That's good. So.
When it comes to boy or girl, obviously don't care. What you get is what you get. I don't want to be a boy mum. I don't want to be one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
But if I end up being one, that's fine. Plus, we've like we have like an idea. I mean, things change, hormones and all that.
Mm-hmm.
We grow up, things like that. But we have an idea of what we want to call our babies.
Yeah, no, we're
But we
fucked.
only can come up with girl names.
Yeah.
So we have 2 boy names that we like.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot.
So
of
if we get a
names.
third boy, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just call it Mikey Nakada the second.
No, we'll call it Hazen. Hazen again.
Hazen again.
Yeah.
It's not a bad name, you know, Hazen. Why not just keep it going? Yeah.
I like my name because it's not. No. I'd rather give a good impression on my kids so that they want to name their kids my last name, my first name. Sorry, that's better to me than just passing it on to be like, oh, it's Hazen second, and he's like the son of mine. I'd rather have it be like the grandchild or like the great nephew or whatever. Bullshit. I don't know.
When did we start calling the next generation the second with the same names?
After the first one was born.
Because what I remember is you call them senior and junior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your baby will become Hazen Jr. And then Hazen the third.
Well, only if I want it to be. I could call it Hazen the second.
The second?
I'm Hazen the first. Even though there isn't a Hazen the second, I'm still Hazen the first.
So, you know what messes me up about that, though?
Go ahead. Go on.
You know, what if I want to say your name in bed, but that's also our son's name?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Exactly. No,
Okay.
I agree. That's 100% agree.
You completely fucked everything up.
Right.
So, I'm not naming my kid Hazen.
Also, it's just, well, here's the thing. If you name your kid, your son, the same name as you, that you're never going to call it the same name, right? Like, if you named your son Mikey, I'm sure you'd call him Mike or something else.
Yeah, something else,
or, you know, there'd be a nickname in there somewhere.
I'll be a junior. I'll call them
Yeah.
junior.
That's why people call them juniors. I wouldn't want to call my kid Junior because everybody calls me fucking Junior at work because I work with a bunch of old people. So everybody calls me Junior. It's to the point where
hey there, Sonny.
The painters were in this whole last couple weeks, and I don't talk to them a lot, but they're nice guys. They're like these really nice Mexican guys that bring in like fish tacos and shit like that. They're super cool. And the guy was like asking me he was trying to ask me questions, and he tried to get my attention, and he's like, Junior? And I'm like, what? He's like, your name's Junior, right? And I'm like, no, it's Hazen. He's like, they always call you Junior. So I'm like, because they call me Junior. Everybody at work calls me Junior or Youngster. And he's like, I thought that was your name. And I'm like, no, but I was like, you can call me Junior. It's fine. It's funny. I like the way he says it.
Oh, that's like your Polish friend from England. He would call you Hazen.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Good old Greggy.
Awesome.
Anyway.
All right, transitioning.
Okay.
Children to transitioning.
I'm picking a topic that you will have a strong opinion on, maybe. Rooster Teeth shutdown.
About time.
About time?
About time. It's really, here's the thing. It's unfortunate.
Tell us all about it. Come on. Because this is something you very much care about. I want to hear your full rundown.
I think they should have shut down when their founder and owner guy left, Bernie. Once he left in like 5 years ago. After that, the company should have shut down and sold, and because they sold before he left. He basically sold out the company and sold it to the people who own Machinima, who like Full Screen.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, well, they're now owned by Warner Brothers, and they passed around through a bunch of hands, through a bunch of things, and over time their views have just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. It's like watching a YouTuber that's like clearly just on the they just keep trying new things and trying to change until they just get to no views, and now it's like they just lingered on too long and wasted wasted all the time and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like soured the name of their company, because like 4 years ago they had like a guy. One of their guys One of their guys was exposed during like just after the Me Too thing. He was exposed for banging fans. He's like a married guy in the company, and he was exposed for banging fans that he was grooming since they were underage. And
nice.
Okay.
After that, that entire division of the company just lost all respect and everything like that. I grew up watching them. I really liked a lot of the stuff they did. I like Red versus Blue. I like Achievement Hunter. I like all Let's Play, everything. I like all of the content that they made, but it's
would you say, as someone who avidly listens to their podcast, would you say you've not touched their YouTube stuff for a long time?
Well, yeah, I haven't. I stopped watching their new content, with a few exceptions, a long time ago. I continue watching their old content, stuff that I haven't watched before, stuff that is nostalgic. I keep watching that, but how do I put this? They just lost relevancy. They and trying to keep it going for as long as they did was valiant, yeah. But they were a company that was built around a TV show, and the TV show lost steam really a long time ago. And then after that, it didn't go anywhere. So
right.
But it's unfortunate because there was 80 people who worked at the company who got let go, and it's in the tech industry and there's a lot of tech layoffs right now, apparently, and like entertainment layoffs and stuff like that, and it's really hard for people like that to get work. But
did you say something about how previous situations like this, Warner Brothers just deleted all the content?
Yeah, Warner Brothers, who owns Rooster Teeth, they have in the past just gotten rid of channels. Like they got rid of Machinima. You can't watch any of the Machinima YouTube videos because it's just gone off of YouTube. Right, it's gone, and you can't look at that. So they could do that to Rooster Teeth, which would suck. But
what would you do if they deleted the podcast that you listen to all the time?
I think it's separate, right? Rooster Teeth podcast.
To new stuff. Yeah, they have a division called the Roost ad division or whatever they make all the podcasts and they sell advertisements to smaller podcasts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's where the company makes money. That's where the company has been making money for the past 4 years is in their podcasts and in their things like that. By branching out in that scenario, in that aspect. So Warner Brothers said that, or Rooster Teeth said that they were shutting down, but their podcast division was not, which is kind of the only content I've been listening to by them for a long time. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, but all funny things had to end, and everything ended on YouTube years and years and years ago. I don't watch fucking Sky Does Minecraft. I don't watch. I haven't watched PewDiePie in years. I think people,
Uh-huh.
entertainment on the internet dies. It does, and it dies really, really quick.
Mm.
The
Yeah.
lifespan of a YouTuber, the prime of a YouTuber, the career, it doesn't last long unless you're one of the few that keeps it going for a long, long time, like PewDiePie has. Like, I don't know who else. Markiplier has done it. Yeah, Phil DeFranco has done it.
Jenna Marbles.
Jenna Marbles. KSI has done it. Like, I think it's like all these, and a lot of. I don't know. It ends quickly, which is fine.
Yeah.
Shishimaru. That's that. Gone like far in the wind.
That rose and died with that one like Easter egg video that doesn't even work anymore.
Wait, which one?
The one that's like really old and has like 300 views. Maybe it's more. Hold on. I'll go to the channel.
I want to play Jackbox again. I miss playing that game.
Oh yeah, fun times.
Yeah, that was really good times.
Wait, 300 views for what? I feel like I know what you're talking about. It's just
8.8 thousand views. This War of Mine trading glitch.
Ah, no.
Your most popular video.
That's just
8 years ago.
Yeah, I thought I found out something cool and then they patched it and now it's irrelevant. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Still got you the views.
Yeah. Did the job.
Man, that Rick and Morty video did well, huh?
Right. A lot of angry people. A lot of dislikes, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I thought it was a good performance.
Awesome.
Very
good.
Love that. Yeah.
7 likes, though, and I haven't even liked it. Boop.
It's cool. But yeah, that had a lot of very upset people.
That tells me we need to talk about things that trigger neckbeards.
Oh yeah.
What else is there?
What else that triggers neckbeards? What was that thing that Wedge sent me? The Project 25 about the American government going to take over and all that.
I don't know anything about that. What was he talking about?
He was talking about sorry, Wedge. We're gonna talk about something you talked about.
Well, we have to mention Wedge, and also at some point we have to mention Cave. Just to keep it up.
Yeah, but
wow.
He sent a video that I did not watch. That Georgia watched, quote unquote.
No, I didn't. I just googled it and read the Wikipedia page.
So neither of us watched the video that he sent.
Nope.
Sparks notes.
What are we talking about? I'll watch the video that he sent.
It was like a 40-minute video. What do you want?
I'll brush through it.
If he sends something like that to me, I'll definitely watch it though. Since I'm working and I'm just listening to things.
See, Wedge, send it tomorrow.
Wrong audience. Pick the right audience.
I was gonna watch it on the drive home, but I usually call people on the drive home. I call my family. And I have a long drive home.
Bless your heart. What a family man.
Okay. I think the gist of it was that the oh, what happened?
Can you still hear us, Mario?
Yeah.
Okay, someone's trying to Bluetooth pair with our TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's not working.
Okay, they stopped. How do they keep doing it? It's literally called Not Your TV.
Yeah.
They keep clicking Not Your TV.
I think they're just dickheads.
It must be my TV.
My TV would lie, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Smart cookies.
Do you think Trump's gonna win?
Yeah. Didn't we talk about this in the last podcast?
Did we? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. He's probably gonna win.
You know what I'm really thankful for? How old Trump is. And how in a couple years he's gonna die and maybe people will stop talking about him.
No, his son and his daughter will run for office as well.
His daughter?
Yeah, his daughter.
A woman?
Yep.
All right. Good luck.
No, she's bad. No, she's bad.
Women are too emotional. Never mind.
Right. Next one. We'll talk about deaths at the end of the podcast. We're not gonna get into that.
Death.
Deaths. Plural.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh.
I have a question loaded for that one then.
Right. So next one, I don't know if you have watched this video, but a cop empties clip at an acorn.
Yes. Was that in between, or was that? I think that would happen like right around the time we watched we did the last podcast.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh my god! I can't believe. I'm so glad the guy in the car didn't die.
Yeah.
That is fucking ridiculous.
That was some miracle. Like, how did he survive that? Holy shit! The panic.
That's the problem. It's the panic in a cop. It's like you give a guy a gun and then he just like screams, runs away, and shoots a bunch of bullets. Says he's hit. He wasn't
Shots
even
fired.
shot. He's like, I'm hit. It's like, what?
Like, imagine if the guy in the car got out of the car and started running away from the bullets. He definitely would have died.
Yeah, he would have died, and then people would have been like, look, he was escaping, so it's justified. Yeah, that's the problem. That's it as well. Like, right now, and no matter who, everybody's looking at that and being like, ooh, that's a bad look. But if the guy was doing anything at all to try to, I don't know.
Why was he being arrested?
I don't think that matters.
I don't think it does either, but I'm just wondering if he had like a...
It had something to do with money.
Even if he was arrested,
was it a fake dollar bill again?
even if he was arrested for pulling a gun on his.
You both laughed. That was not a joke.
I know.
I wasn't joking about that. You guys laughed.
I know. Even if he was arrested for pulling a gun on somebody, and then getting arrested, you have him in the cop car with handcuffs on in the car that's locked. What are you shooting at the car for?
I don't believe anybody should die for crimes, even if they kill people. I don't think people should die.
You don't believe in the death penalty?
No, I don't believe in police carrying guns. I believe in non-lethal, because obviously too many fuck-ups happen.
Yeah.
Too many innocent people die.
That's true, yeah.
It's not worth it. So tase him. Set a dog on him.
Right.
Honestly,
extreme example.
They have a canine use.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. They have a canine department, right? But why don't they have a goose department? If you set geese on these people, they're not getting away.
No, they just shoot at geese. We get a lot of dead dogs and dead geese. That's why.
Okay, carry on.
So, yeah, extreme example. Would you keep Hitler alive?
What does that mean?
So
yes, in prison.
Would I keep Hitler alive?
Well, okay. All right.
Questions directed at me, because I'm against the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, he looks mad. Yeah, I would keep Hitler alive, but I don't think that's merciful. I think that's worse than letting him just die and get away with it.
Yeah, it's just consistent, right? Yeah. Keep him alive.
What do you think, Haz?
Oh, I can talk now?
Yes.
Okay. I think that it comes down to what do you think a prison is for, right?
Yeah.
What is a prison for?
That's an interesting question. What is prison for?
Well, I'm asking both of you. What do you think?
You're actually asking. I thought it was rhetorical.
What is it? Like, no. What is a prison supposed to do?
It's supposed to. Oh well, it's a place where you correct their behaviors, right? Most of the time.
It should be about reform,
but also excluding people who does not belong in the society. To like keep them in there so that the rest of the society stays safe.
Right. In an ideal world, prison is a reform and a place that you send people who have done wrong things and they're supposed to make up for them and they're supposed to, you do your time and you pay for your actions and you come out a better person. That's the point of prison. And if somebody cannot be done like that, then they should be sent to an island. Is what it is, and that's where they live with all the other criminals and all the other people who. And at that point, why wouldn't you? Well, I think that's why I believe in the death penalty. That's fine. Because if you're gonna put somebody in prison forever and they're never ever gonna get out, then it'd just be it's isn't at that point killing them a mercy? If they're just going to be living in if your whole point is to put them in a prison and to put them into a horrible scenario where they are constantly depressed and
but this is the punishment for the worst criminals, like the extreme example of Hitler. Would you do him the mercy of killing him?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Still a human. I don't believe in torture. And if prison is torture, then the death penalty should definitely be a thing.
Well, I think at that point, then they should be put to work, right?
Yeah. Well,
Bring back slavery, based.
You get legal slavery then.
No, you pay them for it.
Yeah, you pay them 50. That's what in America it is right now.
Give them food, give them bed.
Prison is the only place slavery still exists because you can make people work 40 hours a week for 16 cents. And that's you only have to pay them 2 cents an hour or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, but that's not what I said. I just said you should pay them.
The math didn't work out there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Listen, I don't know the solution to society, okay? I'm just trying to be like, hey, let's not kill people.
Yeah, so these people who are paying these slave workers are meeting their quota. They are paying. When people ask, they can say that they're paying.
It's much more expensive for a country to keep the criminals alive.
But that doesn't matter.
I think it matters. If you want a good economy, you can't really be wasting money on scum of the earth.
No. It's never a way. I don't think you're thinking of it wrong, right? You're wrong, woman. Okay. The feeding people and keeping people alive is not a luxury of what our expenses are going to. That's just a necessity of what our expenses are going to. That's what we have to make.
Yeah.
And so being like, oh,
just because they're a criminal and they're in prison doesn't mean it's an expense.
No, it's not an expense. They still, even if they were out of prison, they'd still have to take that money.
Yeah, but there's also the prison guards and all the workers as a whole. It's more expensive to keep them in prison than to just let them pay for themselves.
Yeah, okay, you got me there. you dismantled my argument with that one.
I'm sorry.
Guards and a warden do cost money.
Oh god.
And the power. Oh man.
Yeah.
You're right. We should just kill them all.
That's the opposite of my point. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
That's where the video ends. That's where the clip ends. Good cutoff.
Welcome.
All right. You guys want to keep talking about this?
I don't know what we were talking about. What was the topic?
It turned into like prison sentences and keeping people alive without having to like kill them.
I think
that's it.
I think I've said all I need to say. Private prisons are bad in America. You get that. So
prisons are bad elsewhere as well, dude.
Kanye West talked about it.
Are there not literally concentration camps filled with Muslims in China?
Touchy subject. His wife's Chinese.
Sorry?
It's not her doing it. What do you think that means? Do you think Jelly's family's running it?
I don't know.
The baby is the heir of the concentration camp.
Oh my god, the concentration camp fortune.
Wait, what was the question?
Don't know.
I was reading Peach's comment.
That's okay.
Damn, your chair is squeaky.
Okay, next one.
Olivia Rodrigo is handing out birth Plan B pills at her concert in Missouri. What do you think of that?
Wait, really?
Yeah, in Missouri. It's illegal. Abortions are illegal.
Wow, and she's handing them out.
And so she was handing out Plan B pills.
Doesn't that have consequences for the people that receive them?
Yes, she was handing out Plan B pills at the concert. Because she's pro-abortion, obviously, and super cool.
Yeah.
But I think people have a problem with that.
I think it's a good gesture, but I worry about the people that accept the Plan B pills, what they do once they leave the concert.
Yeah, I don't know how much they know when it comes to those pills. Yeah, like I don't know if they know how to use it or when to use it.
The amount of abortions had to go up because a bunch of girls who took that were like, oh, now the guys can come to me and they go home. And they're like, then they're pregnant the next day, even though they took the Plan B pill, and they're like, oh, gotta get an abortion now. And because they're in Missouri, they're fucked. I
Yeah, that's kind of irresponsible. Kinda? No, that is irresponsible.
Of what? Of Olivia Rodrigo?
Yeah, you're assuming that people know what to do with those pills.
Assuming.
Yeah, assuming.
Yeah.
A Plan B
two
pill,
S's there,
a
Mike.
Plan B pill taken wrong and by the wrong person is dangerous. You just got to assume that people assume.
So car dealerships are murderers now?
No.
Wait, what do you mean? What is that example?
People who sell people cars. People get killed with cars all the time if they're idiots.
But everybody goes through license. Like trainings and shit.
What?
Tests.
Yeah. You have to learn to drive a car. You don't get taught how to use a Plan B pill. Is that argument?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's kitchen knives in every kitchen. People can just... What?
What?
Anybody can buy a kitchen.
Okay. Say Olivia Rodrigo's... there's a 13-year-old girl who goes to an Olivia Rodrigo concert and she receives a Plan B pill at the concert.
Pretty sure she was only handing them out to adults, but yeah.
I mean, how do you check?
Because...
You ID everyone?
Yeah.
And then you give them a Plan B pill?
Yeah, the people who are buying drinks.
People who are
is that how it works?
I thought that's what it was. I thought she was saying...
I don't know. This is your thing.
I'm the only one who knows about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, maybe someone drops one. 14-year-old picks it up, 14-year-old's on medication that does not mix with Plan B pill. Things could happen.
Hey.
Yeah, maybe. But also, that's them being an idiot, so... Yeah, that's the way I see it.
You gotta defend Livy.
Yeah. No, it's not that I don't have to defend Livy, it's just...
I get why she was doing it.
Yeah, I understand.
That reason is a good reason.
And if, her handing out the pills came with, a disclaimer, if it briefly teaches you how to use it, when to use it.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it's not like a bland pill in a blank packet that doesn't say anything.
She gave them away in little Ziploc baggies.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there was an explanation sheet with it.
Yeah.
I only brought that up because you were taking an extremely long time to come up with the next topic.
What we haven't talked about is the title of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I didn't have much opinion on it.
Have you not kept up with it at all? Or?
I heard bits and pieces, but I don't know why I should care.
Because allegedly the conspiracy right now is that Kate Middleton is
a robot.
Is in a coma in a hospital.
Right.
And everybody thinks that she's dying. What I think more likely is that she got an abortion or something like that.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean? Because all that happened was Kate Middleton.
Or cosmetic surgery.
Or just something. It's I think it's just something that should be left alone about her. Because basically she went to the hospital with no warning for what was supposed to be a planned what the what do you call it, the Crown, the Crown said that it was a planned surgery, but evidence shows that it was only planned less than a week in advance.
And she was taken to the hospital in an ambulance.
She was taken in an ambulance, and she hasn't.
Her husband only visited her once. Her kids and parents didn't visit her at all. Yeah,
she's only been seen in public eye by paparazzi in a car once after this. So, and then she put up on Mother's Day. She put up a picture of her and her kids all standing around her, and it's clearly a photoshopped image.
Or AI generated.
Or AI generated image, yeah. And it was so bad that she even said, "Oh, I was just testing Photoshop." So
they had to send a kill order to not have that picture sent around because it was the Crown basically confirmed that it was a fake photo.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that I don't get about this. The UK loves to invade the privacy of the royals.
I do.
The official statement about her not being public at the moment was she had surgery, she'll be back after Easter. It's not even Easter yet. And everybody's like, she's dead.
No, no. They said she'd be back by January.
They said she'd be back by Easter, I remember.
She had the surgery in December, and they said that she needed a couple weeks. Right?
They said she'd be back by Easter.
Is that the most recent thing that they said?
No, it was like in January they said it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. The time limit isn't up
yet. I have nothing on this. No input.
I just know that I haven't spoken to my mom about it, but I know that she's so invested.
Hi, Eli.
Maybe they're killing her like they did Diana.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the play. They're like, ooh, Widow's got us a good kid last time.
What was that screenshot you sent me? You showed me of the Instagram DMs.
Yeah, it's a shitty meme. I sent it to Wedge, I'm sure.
Someone was like, Kate Middleton has returned, and it was the next slide was showing a DM from a fake Kate Middleton account, and it was like, hey, I'm not dead, but I need £200 to escape the country. Plus, I have Princess Diana with me. Next message, hey, love, it's Diana.
Yeah, that was it.
That's really funny. Someone else say something now.
Do you believe in the monarchy? You guys don't have it in Australia, do you? You know, you guys have some.
I mean, technically,
you're run by the crown.
Yeah,
you're run by the crown, but your prime minister runs everything, and it's not like the Queen has done anything to your country or. I don't think the Queen has.
If they wanted to, they could have influence over us. It's just, yeah, Australia is very left alone when it comes to the royals.
Yeah, same with Canada. I mean, Canada and Australia are both commonwealths. And yeah, the Queen's on your money, right? I mean, no, it's not on your money. It's on the Canadian money, but
it is on our money.
She is. Oh, I think they said like kangaroos and shit
on our coins, and
Yeah.
I think $100 bills. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, it is $100 bills. Wait, which one has either the Queen or the King's face on it? I forgot. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but our money has it. I think $5 bills. I'm gonna keep guessing. All right.
Let's try $10 bills. $20 bills.
Mario, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
Is our houses cheap in Australia?
Oh, yeah. No. No, I think everywhere around the world, first world, sorry, is going through like a housing crisis.
Not even in Perth?
Oh, who lives in Perth? Maybe.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Yeah. Perth is not a place that you would want to stay at the moment.
Why? What's wrong with Perth?
Do you like raising animals? I don't know. Like, what do you...
All right.
Perth literally has nothing. Like,
I feel like Perth is the Alaska of Australia. Like, we have Alaska here in America where it's like, yeah, people live in Alaska, but who the fuck goes there? It's cold and it's way far away. Basically in Russia. So.
Yeah. It's one of those states.
Because we were looking at we were trying to figure out what the housing is like, because we're trying to save up money to be able to get a mortgage on a house eventually. But right now, the way it's looking, we have to wait for the market to crash because fucking duck, it is expensive. Everywhere you look is expensive. Even Texas. Like, you used to be able to buy a 5-bedroom house in Texas for $200,000. Now that costs what a normal 500-bedroom house everywhere else in the world would cost.
Yeah,
which is like $500,000 or something.
For people like trying to live an independent life right now, it's very, very hard to find a home to buy. Yeah.
Luckily for us, we could buy a fixer-upper and you fix it. You know, a lot of people don't have the means to be able to fix a house themselves.
Yeah.
So we could just buy a piece of shit.
And you just fix it up.
But a lot of the unlivable places don't have... you can't get the financing on them.
No.
Yeah.
No, we need to... you need to make a lot... Either if you need to make a lot of money or like do the YouTuber house thing and just go in on a house with like 6 of your friends and everybody owns it.
I swear they always rent.
House. Yeah, they do. I'm sure. But
there's no way they buy those houses.
Renting is the only way right now.
Considering they last like a maximum of 8 months.
What do you mean they last 8 months?
YouTuber houses?
Oh. All right. Okay. Now it's making sense. I thought the house breaks down or something.
I didn't understand either. I immediately forgot about what we were talking about.
Yeah.
And then she looked at me all quizzingly, and I was like, "Oh yeah, YouTuber houses."
Right. Yeah. I thought you were talking
You know-
about like the stability of the house. Yeah. Okay.
Did you know right now in America the most expensive average house price by state in America, the number one is Hawaii. It's the average house price in Hawaii is $900,000.
Dang.
For a house in Hawaii.
Dang.
It has to be where we wanted to buy a house, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't anyway for ethical reasons.
No.
I really shouldn't recolonize. We already did that.
Right. I do have topics.
Go on.
Okay. Nothing else is more soul-sucking than streaming. A famous
What
quote.
a good host. Right?
It's a very famous
Says
quote
who?
by Hassan Piker.
Okay. Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that new?
No, it's not new. It happened within the month of us doing the last podcast.
What do you think of that? What do you think of him saying that and then
in the comfort of his mansion?
In the comfort of his mansion, talking about
with his porn star girlfriend.
I don't think he has a porn star girlfriend.
Oh, I thought he did. My bad. Sorry, Hassan.
But
I didn't mean to say exploitive things about your lady.
Out of context, that's obviously a shitty thing to say. And being like, "Oh, my job is more draining than somebody who works a 40-hour week of a real job." That's obviously, but that wasn't really the context of it. The context of it was he was talking personally, right? About his experience of when he used to work a 40-hour week doing job, and how that didn't. He still had energy at the end of the day to go out and go to bars and go and do stuff, and now he doesn't have the energy to go and do anything after streaming. He just wants to go and lie down and sleep, and that's all he does. He feels like, which is valid, but I also think that's just because he's almost 30. That's just what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Also,
is he not in circumstances?
Hold on. You're going robotic.
Decepticons, roll out!
Am I losing connection? Because I haven't dropped a single frame on the live stream.
Probably yes. Come on, let's connect.
It's buzzing. Okay. They're gonna come back. They've disconnected. Alright, Hawaii is hella expensive because of the history of tourists, unless you're very close friends to chiefs who own some land. You can get some land of your own. Peach knows more about what's going on in Hawaii. Yeah, not sure about what's happening right now with the housing thing. All I know is that it's very hard to own your own home nowadays. Twitch gods interfering, you think? Alright. Has and Flakes is reconnected, but haven't said a word yet. I don't know if my words are going through to them. It's okay. But yeah, hi, Eli. Wi-Fi dropped? Okay, no worries. Read sponsors, right? This stream is sponsored by... This is Haz's thing. I can't do this. I can't falsely claim that we have sponsors like Haz does. He does it so well too. Yeah, Hey was in here. Yeah, thank you very much for your input, by the way. The best theory I heard on Twitter was abuse that takes a certain amount of time to stop being visibly noticeable. Hey was talking about there with the Kate Middleton situation, right? Yeah. And Peach is saying, no, I just know how the culture works. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I married up. So, in all honesty and in, like, an absolute reality where I never met Jelly, I wouldn't be, like, owning a house right now. Yeah. It's mostly, like, her family helping out, and then... Like, I just happen to be married into the right family who does MeUndies. we do MeUndies sponsorship.
Oh, is it working?
This stream is sponsored by MeUndies.
UUndies.
MeUndies.
With the patented micromodal design, MeUndies is the softest pair of undies that you will wear this side of the Western Hemisphere.
You really do listen to the same podcast over and over.
www.meundies.com and click the blue microphone in the top right corner and type in code. This podcast is sponsored by. This podcast is also sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club is the new shaving company that's shaking up the big shave game. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/this thing. He's playing me off like the Oscars. I'd like to thank my mom, the Academy, the flourishing support from all of my friends, and of course the producers that have given me the money to make this film.
Is it hard to talk when I'm singing?
No, it's hard to talk. It's hard to talk always. Okay.
All right. Okay, so you're back. Hello.
Hi.
Ni hao. Our Wi-Fi's been a little poopy.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi's shit.
I gotcha.
What were we talking about?
Maybe it's because we missed.
Nothing else is more soul-sucking than streaming.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, Mario? You've had a regular job and you've been a streamer.
No, without a context clip that I saw first, it's exactly how I took it. The way you explained it is exactly how I took it. I thought he was sharing his own perspective, right? And although I disagree, I do understand like where he's coming from. Like he's probably, reflecting on his own experience and, like saying that in comparison to what he has done in the past, streaming has been the most like soul-sucking job. Right. I get that. Yeah. To me, he doesn't look like a bricklayer or, a carpenter or like a plumber. He doesn't look like any of those, right? And like he doesn't seem to work at a desk job for that long, it seems. He got out of there really quickly.
What are you doing with
I'm
your
just
hand?
making guessing. Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to think while I'm talking. Yeah. I'm pointing down at the desk.
Sorry.
I forgot what I was talking about, but yeah.
I agree with what you're saying. He doesn't seem like he's really gone through it, but also
I understand people's reaction too. I get that.
Yeah, he's an entertainer.
Inflammatory. He has strong opinions, and when he talks about them, he does sound like that is the way the world works. And I get that. I get people's reactions. Yeah. Not much else to say. Kaseka-san.
I think he's still entertaining. I think he's funny, and I still agree with 90%, 95% of the political opinions he says. So.
Yeah, I mean that's how you become successful, right? Like being talked about by other people.
That's it.
Yeah.
How do you think we're still talking about Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. We are? Wait, hold on. We are?
We aren't.
Okay.
People are. She still makes money. So,
true that.
Different topic.
Go ahead.
Speaking of playing people off with music, the Oscars happened.
Oh yeah.
Did you? The best Oscar, best movie was Oppenheimer. Best director was Oppenheimer. Best actor and supporting actor were Oppenheimer. Good movie. I don't think it was that good.
I haven't kept up with the Oscars. I haven't watched Oppenheimer. I did watch Barbie.
You should watch. You watched Barbie. I liked Barbie. Ryan Gosling got nominated for best supporting actor, but
he was good in that. Yeah,
but he was good. But Margot Robbie didn't get cast as best actress. Like she didn't get nominated. I think if you were going to nominate one of them, I would have nominated Margot Robbie before. Because I thought she just acted better. I thought Ken was being. I mean, I'm sure. It's just. I think it's easier to pretend to be stupid. I don't think Matt LeBlanc is a better actor than a lot of other actors because he was Joey on Friends, just acting like an idiot the whole time. And I don't think that makes him a better actor. I think that's actually an easier job than most of his coworkers. So
right.
I don't think Ryan Gosling, in that same sense, I don't think Ryan Gosling was a better actor than Margot Robbie in that movie.
To you, he wasn't enough.
He was good. He was good. I liked the movie. I liked Barbie a lot. Oppenheimer is really good. You definitely should watch it. For Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal alone. He's very, very good. Cillian Murphy is good as well.
That movie blew my mind a little bit.
I want to rewatch it. He was naked in a chair.
He was. But there are some things that were said about the process of what they went through that really blew my mind. Like, did they really take this gamble? You know? It's insane to think about.
I don't want to spoil it because Mara hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
So we won't.
I mean, it's based on history, but yeah.
Okay, can I spoil one little aspect?
Go ahead.
Actually, wait, no, I don't want to. You should watch the movie.
We're still on the topic of Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah.
You can spoil it. We know what happened.
Okay, well, they were talking. They were talking in it. I thought there was. I liked how they talked about how they were really worried for a minute that the world was going to blow up because the oxygen would catch on fire.
Oppenheimer took his math about the atomic bomb or whatever, took it to Albert Einstein, and was like, "What the fuck? If I do this, is it gonna cause a chain reaction and the whole world is gonna explode?" And Einstein was like, "I don't know, maybe." And then they did it anyway.
He was like, "Why don't you do it and find out?" That's what he said.
They did it anyway.
Yeah, because that actually happened.
They put everything at risk to what? Bomb Japan?
Yep.
It was to stop the war, right?
The war was already won at that point, though, wasn't it?
Was it?
Hitler was already...
That's how they portrayed it in the movie. The war had been won, but like, oh, we've got this bomb, might as well still drop it.
Yeah, Hitler was dead before we bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right?
But Japan was still fighting, right?
Yeah, Japan was still fighting. Yeah, well...
It's the bomb that made them go, okay.
Yeah.
All right, no more. Yeah, I remember that part.
And ever since, we've been on good terms with Japan, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which will happen. If you kick a dog, it'll love you.
What an example. Okay.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Also, Oscar movie that what's her face? Emma Stone won Best Actress again, her second one. She won Best Actress for La La Land before. She just won another one for Poor Things.
Poor Things.
I haven't seen it. I want to watch it. It's got Willem Dafoe. It's got Mark Ruffalo. I didn't realize they're both O names.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, and Emma Stone. And it looks good.
I'm a star.
She looks really weird because she's got like really dark hair in it.
Yeah.
And that's just a really weird look on her, but
she's a weird looking lady.
Yeah.
I think they emphasize that in the films.
I love Emma Stone. I think she's a great actress. I love all the movies that she's in, pretty much. I only realized that recently. I haven't watched La La Land, though.
Me neither. That seems like a very shallow, boring movie.
I hate Ryan Gosling. I really do.
Is that the one from Barbie?
He's the one from Barbie. I hate him with a passion. I've hated him because of The Notebook. I hate The Notebook. I hate Ryan.
The Notebook. You hate
Regina George.
Rachel McAdams.
I hate Rachel McAdams. I think both of those two in The Notebook are the worst people in the world. And
that's really funny.
I haven't watched The Notebook yet, but I hear memes on it.
Don't watch it.
It's the worst movie.
I got forced to watch The Notebook by my. This is the memory I have of it. Is I was over at a friend's house, and there was a bunch of girls at a sleepover over upstairs, and instead of me going up there and watching Nickelodeon with them, I had to go downstairs and watch The Notebook. And I was really upset about that. So I watched The Notebook, and then I watched and then I watched The Bucket List afterwards as well, which is a movie about Morgan Freeman dying.
Yeah.
Or
that was a good movie.
Dying.
I really liked that movie.
I didn't, because it was sad, and I watched The Notebook right before it, and I was sad as well. So
you know what? I think I like sad movies like that, but like still has like a positive outlook on life. I think I like watching old people just live out their life. I think that's like my favorite kind of genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you more of a TV guy or movie guy?
TV shows are a commitment, you know?
Yeah.
And time is something that I barely have nowadays.
You feel the same way, Georgia?
Yeah, I feel like the majority of there are so many TV shows that we've watched since we've been together that I never would have bothered with otherwise. Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. What else?
The
big ones.
Well, Community.
Yeah, I just wouldn't have bothered because I can't be bothered.
Avatar.
But then your passion makes me bother. And now I'm glad I did, but I never would have.
I'm definitely a TV guy, but I also love movies as well. I just haven't seen all the good ones.
I'm a rewatch person, whether it's movie or TV show. I just want to rewatch something I know I like.
I hate doing that. We do that. We do that a lot these days. We rewatch Friends at night, and we throw on The Big Bang Theory.
We just finished a rewatch of The Big Bang Theory.
We throw on Game of Thrones in the background while we sleep. You know what I mean? It's like we're throwing or Harry Potter. It's like shit we've seen before. I think it's because you and I both have. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I watch shows that gets me like really excited. I think I don't like shows that are like kind of slow and like it solves mysteries or stuff like that. Because I don't know. I would definitely pick shows like One Punch Man over Game of Thrones any day.
I definitely like lighthearted TV much better. Like that's why we watch on repeat like Friends. We watch Friends. Sitcoms. We watch sitcoms on repeat a lot. Yeah. And things like that. Just because it's easy watching.
I'm always in pursuit for a movie where not much happens because it's calm and relaxing and I can just put it on in the background while I sleep. For example, the Barbie movie. As soon as we watched that, I was like, I can watch this 1,000,000 times while I'm sleeping. Perfect. Because nothing happens, pretty much. If a lot happens, but nothing really happens. You know what I mean? She's in Barbie Land, she's in the real world, Barbie Land, real world.
A lot of foot shots in that movie.
Yeah.
A lot of Margot Robbie's feet. That guy, I thought it was going to be Quentin Tarantino's at the end. That was what I was going to say, but...
You think Nickelodeon sponsored it, right?
Besides that, what movies? I didn't see many other movies besides Oppenheimer and the other one. I mean, we were watching the entire time, and I think best animated movie was something interesting, like a Boy in the Field or something like that. What was the best animated movie? It looked like some
A Boy and a Heron.
Yeah,
I am watching that soon. That is my jam. I just talked about like how I would like choose exciting movies and shows over like anything that is like slow. But I feel like A Boy and a Heron is going to be slow. It's a Ghibli movie.
Oh, it is? It's the new Ghibli movie one.
Yeah.
That one best animated TV show.
Yeah.
Or best animated movie.
I really want to watch it. It's just I'm conflicted as to like what my first experience should be. Cuz Japanese sounds right. It's just with the English version, the voice actors, like holy shit. Like
you should watch it. Are the English actors good? Is what you're saying? Or they're bad?
Willem Dafoe, that guy from Batman, Christian Bale, right?
Really?
And who else? There's like so many famous names that are voice acting in that movie.
Really? They had like big names get on it.
I know it's going to be good with the English version.
I really feel like that's, by the way, the fact that a Ghibli movie was entered into that category is really unfair for the rest because what else is there?
Well, I think it's the last. What was the last Ghibli film to win? Is it Ghibli or Ghibli?
Ghibli. They say Ghibli in Japanese.
I've always said Ghibli, but I feel like I've heard you guys say Ghibli, both of you, so I was like Ghibli.
Yeah, it's GIF, you know.
Close enough. The last one to win was Spirited Away, right? I don't think.
How was Moving Castle?
Oh, did that? Maybe. Yeah, I think that did. Maybe.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I just think that there's no competition. You know, there's never going to be an animated movie that comes close to a Giblets movie.
Wow.
For the idea.
Your Name came out, right? And A Silent Voice was also like a strong contender at that moment. It's just Ghibli has rapport with a lot of like people who's watching animated movies. Like they have reputation.
I almost feel like Avatar with the blue people. That should kind of be considered an animated movie.
live action.
But there's just live action elements to it.
Yeah.
Well, because you know why? Because it's all mocap stuff. It's all motion capture. People wearing suits and actually acting and like doing things, and yeah, they're doing it up against a green screen, but it's still acting.
That movie sucked, by the way. Never gonna get those hours back.
Yeah, I never want to watch Avatar 2 again. That movie sucked.
I thought it was pretty.
Another one. It's another movie where I can put it on the background because nothing happens. You know.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a brilliant movie. Good movie. I don't know. It was pretty neutral. It was really pretty.
Honestly, you say it looked good. I noticed so much bad CGI in that movie. Like when the helicopter's landing in the first when
the FPS switched up, and it looked like a game cutscene.
I remember sitting in there for the first. We sat in there and we sat in the theater, and I'm supposed to be taken away and blown away by this beautiful image, and this helicopter comes out of the sky and lands. That's flown by the blue people, and I'm like, that looks like shit.
You caught them lacking.
It looks really bad. Like you can tell.
And it was like Halo graphics.
Yeah, it looked like Halo, and I was like, what the fuck was up? What the fuck? And it just took me out of the whole movie.
Yeah.
I just didn't believe anything after
that. All right. Yeah, deal breaker.
It's supposed to be believable.
Hey was asking, do you think the English voice actors don't do well? No, well, do you guys watch subs or dubs when it comes to animes?
Okay, it depends on what it is.
It depends on how.
If I'm invested and I care, then subs.
Right.
If I don't really care, then dubs, so I can like look at my phone, I can wander to the kitchen, I can go to the bathroom, and I won't miss anything.
We rewatch One Punch Man with dub because the dub isn't that bad. The voices aren't that bad.
I think it's good.
Yeah, they're okay. They're good.
It doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same, but they're good enough, and you can like not have to pay attention too much. You just like hear people yelling in the background. It's good.
For the full impact, you want subs, but for rewatchability and just ease of watching, dubs.
Yeah, I watch. My brother really wants me to get into Attack on Titan, and I keep trying. I've tried to get into that show like 4 times, and the farthest I've gone is like when you see the other big Titan lady, and that's the farthest I've gone.
Yeah,
and I can't. And
we've had like a 20-minute section ranting about this show. We don't need to talk about it again. Okay. Wasn't that like episode 1 of the edited out?
Yeah,
edit that out.
I remember.
Oh yeah,
I did edit that into clips.
Well
done. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, we did talk about this.
Surprising that didn't anger the neckbeards.
Yeah, true.
What is your computer? What is your computer screen?
Oh, I have.
Why are
I have 2.
Why is? I know the left one. Why is the teeth not teeth?
What
the
do you
left one. The logo on the left screen. The teeth are like slanted.
Oh no! This is the handle for not the handle. What do you call them? The arm of that extension thing that carries my mic.
Oh.
So if I move it,
the screen.
Yeah, if I move it, the teeth is corrected, right?
But okay.
It won't catch my voice if I raise it. No, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So fuck. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I think English voice actors aren't fighting on an even ground with the Japanese voice actors, because like in Japan, the production is there, right? So the Japanese people, the voice actors would like speak into the microphone, and then later they can match that, like match the animation to the voice, like later on, right? So it seems natural, it feels natural when they're talking.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
But after that, it goes to the US probably, and then the voice actors will work on it, but now they have to like match the script with the amount of time that they have with this character opening their mouth, and that makes it feel rushed sometimes. That makes it feel slow sometimes. It almost feels like in the 80s when these Chinese movies are being dubbed, and then they seem like they're talking a lot, but all they're saying is that how are you. Yeah, I think that's been happening for so long when it comes to anime dubs that they get a bad rep for that, and people just tend to avoid it and don't give it a chance anymore, which is a shame. Like, it's not even the voice actor's fault.
I think there's also the fact that anime and such is not as big outside of Japan, obviously. So the actors are not going to be unlike with this Ghibli movie where it was people we know doing the English dub. You know, typically it's a bunch of nobodies.
Yeah.
Not nobodies, but people we've never heard of doing the dub.
Not Troy Baker. Yeah.
You know, I assume in Japan when they make a new anime, they have like go-to voice actors that they use. I don't know though, but
they have plenty, and most of them sound like they all have their own categories, and you know, they all sound the same. Eventually,
they should have had Troy Baker as Joel.
True.
He's scrawny.
No, it doesn't matter if he's scrawny. It's him. That's he's the character. And the thing is, they couldn't do Ashley Johnson.
She's too old.
She's too old. They obviously couldn't do her as Ellie. But
okay, but here's the thing: Pedro Pascal is so good.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is not bad at all. Yeah,
he was really good. He brought a lot more emotion to it.
Yeah.
The only problem, my only issue with The Last of Us, it wasn't long enough. I feel like it was paced a lot better in the game. Like you can, you understand. I feel like I understand the emotion behind the characters and the fact that they like each other a lot more and the connection, the father-daughter connection he gets in the TV show. It feels a little bit more, forced.
I agree, but also I feel like there are some scenes because they gave the fans what they wanted and they mirrored scenes almost to a T. Like exactly the same how it was in the game. There are some scenes that are the same, they just don't hit as hard as the video game, which should not be the case whatsoever. You're dealing with live action actors, they should have more emotion and feel than the video game, but it doesn't. Like, you know, in that scene where Joel's trying to leave Ellie with his brother?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's a really gut-wrenching scene in the game.
In the game, yeah.
But in the show, it was just like they're just delivering the lines.
Yeah, in the show, it felt like...
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Which I don't think that's on the actors. I think that's everybody.
Yeah. But
I'm not sure either that the casting for Ellie was right. Upon reflection. At the time I liked it, but now I'm not sure.
I think she did an alright job. I think she's fine.
She sounds right. She looks fine. I just feel like she doesn't feel right. You know? I feel like Ellie was never annoying, but she comes across annoying in the TV show.
So it seems that...
This is not what we were talking about, is it?
No, we were
From Ghibli to The Last of Us.
Well, no, because we were talking about voice acting from Japanese to animation and people trying to,
Nadine made the connection from the game to the TV show. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I'm really excited. I'm really happy with the amount of video game movies that we're going to get. Like, there's the Halo TV show that's come out that's on TV, right? Like, that's apparently doing really, really well. I want to try to watch that. Although I never played Halo, but
I loved Halo.
I'm sure people who played Halo would probably like it. They're making the Borderlands TV show or movie. Was it? I think it's a movie.
I wouldn't mind either. I would watch it.
I think the Borderlands movie is coming out, and Kevin Hart is on the cast, and Jack Black is Claptrap. And,
okay. Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Hart is I haven't played Borderlands, so I don't know the name. Kevin Hart is the guy who is supposed to be like super serious in the game, and everybody's like, why do they get Kevin Hart to do this part? But
what is that other game? Borderlands reminds me of it. It's like another game where there's like the underwater city. Betty played it on stream. It was like the big daddy guy and the little
BioShock.
BioShock.
Imagine if they made that into a TV show or movie.
I think they will. I think they're gonna.
I don't even think it's that hard to like transition it to a TV show. Yeah.
I think we're reaching right now the golden age of video game to movie adaptation, video game to TV adaptations. I feel like we're getting it right now.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome to see, I think. Because it's really good. It's really great storytelling. It's like a book, you know. Yeah. A video game is just like on pace of immersion into a story. Book is the number one way, right? You're reading a story, you can really get immersed into it, and then a video game is. Do you think it's more immersive or less immersive than a book? I feel like it's less immersive.
I feel like less. If they're both done well, I feel like a video game is less immersive than a book. Yeah.
And a movie is just the least.
And then the final step is ruining it all by making it into a stage show.
Oh wow, like SpongeBob.
You know, like SpongeBob, Harry Potter, fucking Shrek.
You gotta try, right?
You know. Do they?
That's well, okay. You say live shows and everything like that. Do you think things like that ruin the original show?
No.
Right. So
But
why are people?
I think it discredits the franchise a little bit. Because imagine you have this immaculate franchise, and then they go and put SpongeBob on stage and perform with Ethan Slater. You know, and it's like, you're making me not like SpongeBob.
Or Lion King with the old Lion King and the new live action Lion King, or Avatar with the new Avatar series.
Remakes are weird in general, in my opinion.
When
you take a TV show and make another TV show out of it, that's weird. I get it.
Speaking of, I'm currently in the middle of going through Avatar, the Netflix series.
Have you given it an episode or two?
Yeah. I have opinions on it.
What's your first initial opinion?
I didn't mind.
I agree.
Yeah. It was a kids show, from what I've seen.
That's the big thing. And I feel like you have to look at it as, okay, the people who are making the show are fans of the show, and they're just trying to make something that they want to retell it, and they want to. I think the changes that they make are fine.
They make some changes. There are extra details. It's different, and that's good.
Yeah, I think the CG was fine. Although the fight scene was like a little like weird and slow sometimes, but most of them are like kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Towards the end of the season, I think the fighting gets a little better, especially amongst the Fire Nation. The Fire Nation CGI gets a lot better, I think.
It's hit or miss.
It's definitely hit or miss. I found it a lot more of a problem at the beginning, for sure. I thought at first I was like, oh, the CGI kind of sucks. But then you look at Appa and you're like, oh man, he looks so good though.
Yeah, he does.
Zuko is really hot.
Oh yeah, Zuko's hot as shit.
Zuko's hot?
IRL, the actor for Zuko. Oh,
I cannot wait until the last season and he grows out his hair. Oh my god.
I'm
so excited.
Hold on. Sometimes I do wonder, okay? Because Americans are into Simu Liu, right?
What's that?
Like, you know Simu Liu? What was he in?
Simu Liu?
Like 10 Rings, the Marvel movie.
Yep. I know who that is.
What was his name? I forgot. What was his hero name? Shang-Chi. Yeah. That guy. Yeah. None of the Asian natives think he's attractive.
I don't think he's attractive. Personally.
He's good looking because he has muscles.
Yeah, he has muscles. That's really it.
And a symmetrical face.
This person's name is Dallas Liu.
Who?
And he's just a cutie.
Oh.
He has like a symmetrical face.
Zuko and
Zuko. Okay. Right.
He's a cutie.
What about that Fire Lord?
Ozai?
Oh.
Daniel Day Kim is hot as fuck.
Yeah. Right? You think he's hot, right?
Yeah.
That's what I want to understand.
He's Western hot, I guess.
Yeah.
You think
the bicycle seat head.
You don't think Daniel Day Kim is hot?
Not at all.
Oh my god, have you not? Maybe you just.
You need to watch Lost.
Yeah, have you not seen Lost?
Okay, so you probably got attached to him, maybe over a show.
Maru.
I'm attached to him in every way.
Maru,
I'm trying to cope.
I grew up watching Lost.
Yeah.
And Daniel, and that means going into the living room, and my parents are sitting there watching Lost, and they're like excited because Lost is about to start. And so obviously, me as a 10-year-old, I sit down next to them. I'm like, oh, cool, Lost. And it's just Daniel Day Kim taking his shirt off and like doing stretching, having sex scenes, and then the other guy who plays Sawyer getting his shirt off. It was such a sexy show.
Yeah.
Lost is so hot.
Awakening.
All of the guys in Lost are hot as shit, except for Charlie.
Except for the main one.
Except for Jack. Jack's kind of not super hot.
Everybody's like, oh, he's such a sexy leader, but he's just like an egghead with muscles.
Daniel Day.
Like the worst fucking tattoos.
Saeed is hot as shit.
Hot as hell.
Oh my god.
I love the male cast in Lost.
Yeah.
What kind of show is this where everybody's just buff and is lost?
Yeah, everybody's lost. Everybody's
when a plane crashes on an island and everybody that survives is hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
A flight from Australia to LA, and they crash on this mysterious island and nobody can and find them, and for some reason they can't be found, and a lot of scary things start happening.
Yeah.
And that's the show, and it's pretty, and it's good. It's really good, and everybody's so hot. It's ridiculous.
Really, it's just 3 men.
No.
Who else?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Oh yeah, because they're all
Even
on
the
an
guy
island.
from the Lord of the Rings.
Charlie, he's a sweetheart. He's not super hot though. No.
Hurley.
Anyway, Daniel Day Kim, super hot in that, and he's really great in.
He's a really good Fire Lord.
I think he's a great Fire Lord.
Yeah, he looked good as a Fire Lord. Yeah.
What episode are you on? Have you seen what characters have you seen?
Fuck. To be honest, I didn't look at the episode numbers. I'm past.
You watched the first episode.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I'm up to like past the Iroh being captured.
Okay.
By the Earth Kingdom, yeah, and then he escapes. Yeah.
I like the way Iroh is acting in it. I think that was really good. I liked the way they.
I hate the script. I hate the script so much.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I was being spoon-fed the story rather than.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. That's the problem with it. I feel like they're trying to follow it too much, and they're like being a little weird with it, and they're making and.
It feels like I'm listening to somebody else spoil a story for me. That's what it feels like.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's
exactly what it feels like. I don't know why, but I was so upset about that. I shouldn't be this mad.
If you're a new person watching the show for the first time and you're watching, it's like it feels like it's so much padding on the backs of people who've seen the show before.
There's like literally they're taking away the show don't tell. They're just telling.
Exactly.
Like you don't even find out. Well, I don't know how much I can spoil this, but this is a really old anime, so not anime even. Yeah,
Cartoon.
Iroh's son, right? We don't find out about him until that one episode where we already love Iroh to death, right? We're already passionate about Iroh, and then we find out that that's his fucking backstory.
Yeah, it's like wow.
Yeah, they do it perfectly at the right time.
Yeah. And they barely touch on it until like the end where he's singing and starts crying. Then we understand him like completely.
And also, Zuko feels like he's a lot more compassionate and like nice and everything like that.
Yeah,
which is fine, I think, but.
That's what Zuko eventually becomes, right?
It weakens his arc.
I feel like that's what Zuko was, and then becomes. But in the middle, he's vanished. He's burnt. He's upset. He's hurt. He's a teenager. He's angsty.
I still think he's angsty enough, but I feel like seeing him a lot, like saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry about your son and everything like that" to Iroh, shit like that.
I feel like you're right, and they brought it on too early before the audience can care about Iroh, but also it was in there for the fans of the show who already know and already love Iroh. And the music playing in the background, the song that he sung, that was for everybody else. That wasn't for people that have not seen it before. Because they'd feel the song, they'd be like, "Oh, that's a nice tune," maybe if they'd even notice it. But other than that, they wouldn't feel any association with it.
Yeah, these new people don't know. They have no idea. They have no idea what happened.
But my parents watched the One Punch Man, not One Punch Man. Not Death Note.
Sorry.
One Piece.
I would have said, "Whoa, Death Note."
My parents watched.
I thought it was Death Note.
My parents watched the One Piece live action, and they really enjoyed it. They can't wait for season 2, and they really like the story. And I can see that like as a bridgeway for them to watch that anime if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I feel like Avatar doesn't do that very well. I feel like this live action doesn't like make what it should be a bridge for more people to watch the animated cartoon that didn't give it a chance before. Because there's a lot of people who just haven't seen it because they're like, "Oh, it's a cartoon. I don't watch cartoons. I don't watch animated kids shows." And that's my parents. My parents like don't. I've recommended Avatar to them loads of times. I've tried to watch it around them, and they make me change the channel because they don't like animated shows and everything. It's just. I think as a bridge, I think it's not very great.
Yeah. I just honestly hate what they did to Iroh. Yeah, go ahead.
It feels like a fan-made show. It feels fan-made, which is fine. I think that's fine.
You know what else I think they did too soon? You know how everybody hates the casting of Azula's friends? What are their names?
Yeah, they didn't get brought into. Azula wasn't even shown very much until the end of season 1.
I think showing Azula is fine, but her friends that she recruits to find the Avatar with her, you know, we get like an awesome intro to both of them.
Yeah.
Of them just being cool. We didn't get any of that. They just both like stood next to each other, frozen, being like, "Oh, hi, Azula."
Yeah, they're lackeys that are just still there.
They're in too early and they're not doing anything. We don't like. They're just there for no reason right now.
Their story is that they're like they've always been afraid of Azula, right?
Yeah, they were friends with Zula the whole. That's why she knew where May was, but then she didn't know where she found Ty Lee in like a circus somewhere because Ty Lee ran away to the circus because she didn't want to deal with the Fire Nation stuff anymore. And then she was scared of Azula, so she was like, "All right, yeah, we'll help you find it."
So
yeah, people don't like the casting of them, and I kind of get it.
Yeah, I don't think I watched enough. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I think I've seen that part. It's just I don't. Do they make any other appearance other than like Azula bullying the instructor?
What, like standing there in the back? Yeah, no, not really. I mean, it's just
that's
they
it?
come up again, but they're doing the exact same thing.
They're just standing in the background as background characters, where it's like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, that's the character, but you know, it's the screenshot you see online.
I just hope they do better casting with Toph. And I'm really excited to see who they cast as Toph.
Wait, we don't get to see Toph?
Not until she's season 2 character. What do you mean?
Oh, is she in the season? Wait, what?
No.
She's not? Okay.
You don't discover her until season 2.
They don't find her until season 2 in the show. Which I feel like that's the thing. I feel like she's the only thing they've held out. That's the thing. They should have held Azula till the very end and everything.
Azula maybe, but her friends May and Ty Lee.
Yep.
They should have not been introduced until season 2 as well. I think
they could have saved Iroh's backstory till season 2.
It's a lack of strength in the idea that they'll stick around. It sucks.
Man.
That's why book shows do a lot. I feel have done a lot better, like Game of Thrones and things like that, because the first book is like a whole encapsulated thing. I feel like season 1 of Avatar was very much of the animated series was a setup for the rest of the show. Like I feel like the entire time they had the idea of it's got a 3-season show, and we're gonna make it and we're gonna put it out.
Yeah, it seemed very planned and concise and perfectly done. Everything was timed right. Made you feel the right way about everything.
That's why a lot of people didn't like Korra, because Korra every season felt like they were trying to build and wrap up a storyline. Felt like to me, except for like the last, like the middle 2 seasons. The last season definitely felt like it. The first season definitely felt like it.
I haven't got through Korra.
No, Georgia doesn't like strong women characters, so she doesn't get any chance.
I don't like Katara, and Korra is basically Katara. So. Oh my god,
Mr. Cookies!
Oh, this is not the right channel.
Subscribes! What?
Wow. Look at you getting...
Who subscribes nowadays?
Subscribers. 14 subscribers. Big times.
But yeah, it was nice seeing you the other month.
Uppercase and lowercase cookies subscribed.
What does that mean?
Appreciate. Sorry. Yeah, we're doing podcast right now. Okay, behave.
Although it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
Is it not?
We haven't touched on the 2 topics that I wanted to get into. What a shame.
Get into it. Get into it. We can get into
them. Too Mad.
Dead.
Yeah. Do you know Too Mad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I only know of him nowish. I saw him on YouTube before. I don't really see much of him. But.
I've known him from the memes, and then I've also seen him make appearances in like collaboration videos, and also like with Belle Delphine.
Yeah.
I've seen him around. Right. He seems like a fun character.
He just made videos of him like dressing up in a costume with her in bikini.
He was a gorilla.
They sold him, and they sold him on OnlyFans. For them to be like,
Did he fuck Belle Delphine?
No. Oh. He stood around with his shirt off and then both like kind of like half naked together, and they were taking photos and selling those on OnlyFans.
Was he hot?
No.
So why is he there?
Because he's a meme.
Yeah, she made a whole post about it that she got a lot of shit for, because apparently he's a bad guy.
So is it like if Belle Delphine poses next to, like, I don't know, oh my god, what's his name?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, and he's shirtless.
Yeah, but less actually. Why do they say Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast is number one. Like if she posed next to some random,
the guy with the young girlfriend that's really chubby, that begs for money.
Oh, Boogie.
Boogie, yeah.
Oh, Boogie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, you were saying, Maru.
Yeah, go on, Maru.
I was thinking of like so many different YouTubers when you said that.
Me too.
It's so common. Yeah, so Tumad passes away, and then as soon as he passed away and the news became public by TMZ, there was this one person that came out saying he was an asshole, right? He was a pedophile or something, and then I don't know, something about the timing of it all, like rubbed me the wrong way at the time.
Did they say pedophile? Was he accused of being a pedophile?
That's one of the thing that the guy said, right? I forgot his name.
I thought he was like accused. I thought this was like something that he did before in the past. Yeah, he died. Peach. I thought this was like him, like when he was 18, he like flirted with a 17-year-old like person or something like that.
Yeah, this was a supposed roommate or housemate.
Oh, I'm completely off base then. I don't know.
Yeah, this guy lived together with Tumad, and like he feels like now's the time because he passed away, so now he gets to like say everything that he wanted to say, which is weird to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
if you know someone's doing something that bad, I don't think staying silent just because they're alive is the right call at all.
What if he was threatening him?
Yeah, that was the thing, right? He did mention this. Like he was feeling threatened.
If the guy was, and now that he's dead, now that he's dead, then he can.
These are public figures, right? They can afford a lawyer. Just lawyer up, and then say what's right, because clearly this person should not have. If what they said is true, this person should not have been.
And isn't it worth telling the police as well? Like I feel like that's something that police can move around with.
Yeah.
Death threat. Right, and also like the criminal background, a supposed criminal background that Tumad had. Drugs. Yeah, I don't know.
But who cares? He's dead.
Yeah, he's passed away.
Why? That's the thing as well.
Why bring it up now?
A lot of people say things, but it's like who gives a fuck? He's dead at this point.
He died while playing Overwatch.
He died. Yeah, he overdosed on something, and
was playing Overwatch for 6 days.
It's sad. No matter what you think of, matter what you think of the guy, or anything or whatever's said about him, he still had parents, and he still had people in his life that mattered, and it's sad, and that sucks. So I don't understand why people bring up at times like this.
Unless it's a victim that's like, this person assaulted me, and I didn't want to say anything while they were alive.
And now they feel
scared.
And now they feel safe.
Now I feel safe to say things. That's different. This is just a guy that's like, I saw him do all this shit. You guys are never gonna believe it.
Yeah, that's shitty.
It's just weird.
That's what it felt like when I was reading that tweet.
Hero complex.
I don't know. Yeah, Tim had passed away. Shame. From what I've seen, yeah, very much a shame. And another death. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on this. I certainly do. It's Akira Toriyama that passed away, like earlier this month. So he is the author of Dr. Slump, Dragon Ball, and also I play this game often, which is Dragon Quest. He was like a strong influence when it comes to anime. He was like the OG of like how this whole thing just rolled out with the anime.
He was pretty young, wasn't he, as well? He was like 60 something.
68, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, which I know is like, yeah, it's kind of like an old, but it's like 68's not that old. Let's be honest.
But I think early death's very common with animators.
What does that make sense? What does that mean? What?
Like the stress and all, the work environment and everything.
Oh.
Especially like maybe 20 years ago. It's hell to work as a
crunch of everything and trying to do it all.
Yeah. To stay relevant and to have to like come up with something to draw, to write, story, animation. Yeah. So yeah, did you guys have anything to say on that, or?
I didn't grow up watching Dragon Ball. Unfortunately, I grew up watching it in the background. I watched it's RIP to him. Yeah, I watched Saturday morning cartoons and I watched Saturday bullshit as well.
Yeah.
And I never played his games or anything like that.
Mm.
But if you look at people who have such a strong influence, that have been like such a strong influence of it, like Mr. Wave, to be able to argue how much stronger Goku is than other anime characters in other. He's obviously.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I think Dragon Ball's very iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I'm not like a big fan when it comes to Dragon Ball, but yeah, I did grow up with them. So it is kind of like my like that guy created part of my childhood, and I do feel like some way about it. And like although I wasn't into Dragon Ball, I was into like his other series. Like Dr. Slump was funny as shit, and I used to love it's like it is like One Punch Man before One Punch Man came out. At the time it was like really funny to like read all these comics that he would write on the side of like Dragon Ball, and that's what I was reading like off of his stuff. And yeah, Dragon Quest used to like create like lines and lines outside of the game stores when it came out. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm just saying nothing and coughing.
I get ya. Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad.
It's very sad.
Yeah, a lot of people felt the same way, I think. Whoever's been keeping up with Dragon Ball or has been watching like other animes and understands that, you know, Dragon Ball was like the one that, you know, led the whole army of like this culture. Yeah.
And then the movie with that guy.
The evolution. Dragon Ball Evolution. Yep. That was a fever dream.
Yeah.
They made games as well, right?
Yeah, many.
On a lighter note, do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts. Yes. I do believe in like ghosts, but in like I don't know, I have my own understanding of ghosts.
Have you ever seen one?
I thought I did.
Have you like
Okay, tell us the story.
No, but it's more like okay, so my understanding of what ghosts are is okay, and this is not based on science, obviously. I think it's the way this planet remembers people.
like
Right.
They just kind of remembers.
Right.
That this person was here in this moment doing this. And sometimes we get to like take a glimpse of that. Is how I see it.
That's interesting.
Earth just kind of remembers.
I like that way of thinking of that.
Honestly, that would correlate with my personal ghost experiences as well. That would make sense.
Like there's a dent in time by the person.
Well, the only ghost experience I've ever had is twice I thought I saw my cat after my cat passed away when I was a kid. But he was just doing things like he walked through the bathroom while I was taking a shower, or he walked into my room while I was in bed. You know, that was it. But that would make sense if it's just a glimpse into what used to be, because he would do that all the time. But it's a cat; it's not a person, so you know.
Where did this question come from, though? Has? What about you?
You said you were gonna you
were gonna tell us about your ghost experience.
No, you were gonna tell us about death. That's what...
Oh.
Oh right. That's. Oh yeah, you said that. Yeah, you had a question.
I had a follow-up question that was gonna make it on a lighter note.
Yeah.
And I think it did. I feel similar in like I like the way you think of that like that. Because now I'm thinking like I'm thinking of it in like a dimensional sense, like if like interstellar time, like how time is like a separate dimension, and then each person makes their own like dent in time that is always there. And it's just what it is, and that's the Earth remembering it. I like that. I don't know. I grew up in Hawaii, so I'm spiritual. I stay out of heiaus. I stay away from cemeteries because you want to respect the dead. So I believe in ghosts 100%. I think
you have family members that passed away, right?
What?
You have family members that passed away?
Of course.
Do you
grandparents?
Do you visit them? Like, do you like go mourning?
None of my grandparents that passed away or anybody in my life has ever been buried. They've either been cremated or donated to science.
Donated to wow. Okay.
My grandma donated herself to science because she
outlived the doctor's expectations.
Yeah,
she had 20 years.
Yeah, she had terminal cancer for like given 3 months to live back in the early 2000s, and then she didn't. And she kept the entire time was like, "Oh, you're gonna die any minute now" for like 5 years, and then she stopped going to doctors, and she got a lot of second opinions and all that. So somehow she lived, and she lived until I was like 2017, I think. She saw Trump. She was really upset about that. Good lady. And,
she lived to see Trump. Oh no.
Yeah, she was really upset about that. She was like, "What the fuck is this? This is ridiculous." But lovely lady. I don't visit them, but I show their respect by telling stories and keeping a positive image of them. Even my family members that were not the greatest of people, obviously. Like I think of my grandfather, and he was an asshole. He was a prick. He'd say so. But I still, it's sad when people die. You'll miss him. I mean, I'll still think of him fondly, even though he's kind of a cunt. I'm sure he'd understand that I'm joking.
Aww.
But that's great though, like being able to remember people like that. I feel like
my great aunt is in my mom's kitchen.
So
she was cremated, but never said where she wanted to be scattered or put. So she's just in this massive little ketchup tub in my mom's kitchen.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It just looks like a random tub, like an industrial sized ketchup, and then you see the side Winifred.
Oh my god!
Which is my great aunt.
Great aunt Win
in the kitchen.
Wow.
So I'm sure she hangs out with us all the time.
So do you believe in ghosts?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
I believe definitely that entities and spirits can attach themselves to objects, and that's why you need to respect the world around you, because if you throw the wrong rock, it can come back to haunt you.
Oh, that's a thing in Japan. That's actually a thing.
I believe in that 100% as well. You don't touch anything. If you ever go to a cemetery, I never touch anything. You don't pick any flowers in the tree. You notice how I pick flowers all the time, and I'm picking and I'm doing stuff. I would never do that in a cemetery.
Yeah.
You don't touch anything in a cemetery. You don't touch anything around people, and like sacred grounds and sacred beaches and stuff like that. No, like that.
There is a story that I think we stopped telling our kids in Japan. Something about stuff that you use for a long time. If you mistreat it, then it turns into a monster. It turns into a ghost monster thing. Yeah, so you have to treat it well, treat it nice, and when you discard it, treat it with respect. I think it's a really good teaching. Although it gave a lot of kids nightmares. Yeah.
Were you one of the kids that got nightmares?
I thought it was pretty cool that, the glasses that I'm using, or, a desk that I've been using for a while, eventually will, come back to haunt me if I mistreat it.
When in reality, your parents just don't want to replace it.
Yeah, true. I am teaching that to my babies. So that they're not breaking shit inside my house. Yeah. I think it's a good teaching. But anyways, yeah. I think that was most of it.
I think Peach just said that he would use my great aunt as seasoning.
Wow.
I think Winifred would have something to say about that, actually.
She'll come back as food.
It'd be really funny if you just ended the podcast, if you disconnected right there. It's like, whoa, awkward.
Honestly, that'd be kind of course, it's like the weirdest thing to eat someone's ashes, but like that would be kind of respectful as well because my memories of her are all associated with the food she would make.
What do you think of cannibalism and people eating their own placentas?
Oh boy, how did I see that coming? All right, cannibalism, huh?
We can end the
cannibalism and people eating their own placentas.
We can end the podcast.
Is it cannibalism if you eat yourself?
What?
Is it cannibalism if you eat yourself? Because surely, in essence, cannibalism is
yes,
eating someone.
Yeah, by definition.
Yes, it is. There was a guy who tried. I think he was like in Sweden or Denmark or somewhere in Europe. He tried to eat himself because he wanted to know what human tasted like. So he was like, he was trying to speak to doctors, and he found out that he couldn't legally take off a piece of himself and cook it and eat it, or else he'd be arrested for cannibalism.
Wow.
And then he bullshitted it somehow. Like he made some like meat enzyme and flavored it with him or something like that. Like he got a flavor sample of himself. And
I feel like more likely he just accidentally chopped off a chunk of his thigh. You know.
Yeah. Dropped it on the stove, and then he was really hungry one day and he mistaked it for something.
It fell into the bolognese while he was making it.
I feel like there is like a correct, like right cannibalism and wrong cannibalism.
Have you seen that Rick and Morty episode?
Oh, the spaghetti episode?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's bussin'.
Oh, it's a shit episode.
Yeah.
That shit's falling off. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
We
Hi,
are
Kara.
haram, Peach.
Versus?
Peach is right. We are haram.
Super Ultra Combo 2023. What's that, Karo? What's that badge? Right. I think one dude got his leg amputated and asked the hospital to give him his leg back, and he ended up eating it. I think I remember that story. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. Where was it? But that happened.
All right. What's the 86 behind you? Is it a jersey? Do you like sports?
Yeah, it's just jacket that I got years ago. I don't know what it's for.
Good vibe. It's good vibe. It looks good. I like your setup.
Los Angeles? What?
I didn't say Los Angeles.
No, it says Los Angeles on the jacket.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it has something to do with America. There you go.
Aww.
Shout out to America. Thanks, guys. Keep it up.
Cute.
While we're here, I feel like this is gonna be short. I don't know if you guys want to cover this. Aiden Ross snitches on Andrew Tate.
I don't know anything about that, honestly.
Right?
I wanted to look into more of that, but
Who the fuck is Aiden Ross?
she refuses to learn who Aiden Ross is.
I just don't know who that is. I hear the name, but I have no idea.
He's one of the streamer red pill.
Obviously, he knows Andrew Tate, right?
Yeah, he's one of the streamer incel red pill.
So why does anybody spend time knowing that name and who they are? That's my question.
Because
sorry, you can actually ask a question, but also fuck your question. Actually,
because he's actually funny. Aiden Ross is actually funny. But
people said that about Joe Rogan, and now look where it got them.
No, but Aiden Ross is like funny, but not intentionally. Okay, and this moment gives a good example for like who Aiden Ross is. Okay, so Andrew Tate, you know him, yes? Yes. Okay. Just checking. All right. So Andrew Tate, he's going through like court in Romania, I think, and
for getting arrested for sex trafficking.
Yeah.
In Romania.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, serious crimes, right? And he was messaging this streamer, Aiden Ross, about his escape plans. He wants to leave the country so that he doesn't have to face court, right? And that's what Romania is like pretty nervous about. Like they let him go to stay at his home, but they're still not sure if, you know, Andrew Tate is going to like fucking bolt like out of the country, right?
Right.
So Andrew Tate decides to share his plan of like leaving the country to the streamer Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross decides to read that out on his stream. Excitingly.
What a move. What a move. Like, oh, you got the secret plan and you divulge the information on me? I'll get exposed.
Leaks
Okay,
it
maybe
to
I
his
get it.
entire audience, reads them out,
Maybe
and
I
then
get it. Maybe he is funny.
and then the Romanian court was able to like confirm this through the messages that Tate's been sending out through the mobile phone that they're actually like taking a look at most of the time. So yeah, they were able to confirm that Andrew Tate sent it. Then he got arrested again. Yeah, Aiden Ross, lovely human being, very
Honestly,
simple.
Shout out to him for solidifying Andrew Tate facing the consequences.
Man, I was dying when I found this out.
So, under what pretext? Context? Under what context did he release the information? Was he like, guys, he's coming back, he's gonna be fine, he's gonna escape, don't worry?
Yeah, he was kind of, talking that way, in that manner. Yeah. And then he starts reading out everything that Andrew Tate sent him. Like his whole conversation with him. just to prove that Andrew Tate's gonna be fine.
Wow.
Yep. Stepping on a rake. But it doesn't hurt him. It hurts his friend.
Imagine being friends with such a fucking idiot.
But yeah, he's entertaining. He's funny. Okay. That's everything that I was passionate for. The other topics are like garbage.
Passionate talk about. I don't know. Yeah.
You guys covered everything?
I think we've hit.
I came into this with nothing, so yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I came into it with something, and I think we hit it. I got the title. I said it.
Good job.
I feel good about
that.
Hey.
All right.
Kate Middleton's a robot.
Yep. Shout out to Wedge Lamau.
You guys want to play Overwatch?
Oh, I'm gonna play Overwatch.
I got shopping to do, so I have to go.
Have fun shopping.
But if I'm back, then I will definitely join.
Grocery shopping, or like. What kind of shopping? Grocery shopping?
I gotta buy detergent for car wash detergent. That's really specific, so I have to like go to like a automotive.
I regret asking.
It's like
so boring.
Soap for your
It's
car.
so boring. All right, goodbye.
Yeah, that's why I ended it as shopping. That's why I left it there. God.
Good night.
Meguyars. All right, but yes, thank you very much for watching. I think they're gonna play games, right? Yeah. I gotta prepare for shopping. What is this? What are you sending me? What even? Now $30.07. Okay, I'll take a look. But we don't have Auto 1. We have super cheap Auto. So I'll take a look at that. I'll have a look. Hakuna Matata. Right. But yeah, Karo, welcome back in, by the way. Thank you for joining again. Yeah, I think Haz and Flakes is joining VC later. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so super cheap has it, so good. I wasted my MTB with it, huh? Cookies, you're overly excited. What's going on? Yeah. Okay, so I'll get that, and I also have to get some kitty litter for my piggy, my little cream. He needs a litter change eventually. So yeah, gotta get that. Right. The topics that I wasn't able to cover was the Sweet Baby Ink thing. Wendy's price surge, and Yuzu loses the fight against Nintendo. Bye bye MatPat, and Boeing controversy. So we might cover that in the next stream if you guys are interested. It's next month's live stream. It's a monthly thing. We try to keep it monthly. So check us out. See you guys next time. Don't die. Stay alive. Happy Ramadan, according to cookies. Don't be haram. Watch the Boeing one. Maybe not the others. Yeah. Boeing one's interesting. Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. I must stop streaming. Bye. 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 Bye.